What's good? What's good? It's your boy Neutron the Don, man. We're back with another one, man. What's good? Y'all tap in, man. I know the screen says 6:30, but we're gonna tap in there early, man. This trial been getting crazy. Just got off. I had to come home, tap into this ASAP trial, man. I just had to. So how y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. You feel me? Podcast, baby. You know how we set it off. Let's set it off, baby. Get that intro popping. Y'all come on, tap in. Twitter, X, Instagram, YouTube. Where you at? Twitch. Where y'all at? Where y'all tapping in from?
Fuck what they talking about. Just cut on the beat. Stay on the sidewalk. Cause you wasn't in the street. Fuck what they talking about. Just cut on the beat. Stay on the sidewalk. Cause you wasn't in the street. Fuck what they talking about. Fuck what they talking about. Fuck what they talking about.
Yeah.
Fuck what they talking about. 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 Fuck what they talking
Y'all
about.
come on up in here.
Fuck what they talking about. Fuck what they talking about. Fuck what they talking about. Boom.
Yeah, man, we got closing arguments today. We got closing arguments today from the state and the defense. So we're a little bit late. It's pretty boring. First, the state they are man, it's all a whole lot of burden shifting. It's like, damn, who you want who wants to prove our case? No, you got to prove your damn case. So yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's fast forward a little bit. Definitely, we're gonna speed it up a little bit. Put it at 1.5. Put it at 1.5 speed. This is gonna be the defense. 1 minute, one moment.
Trying to discuss reasonable inferences that we believe can be drawn from the evidence. What I'm going to do is something a little different. I'm going to see the floor with the transcripts, in this case, the testimony. So it's not in dispute, what I'm going to say. Ultimately, what will determine the facts and what's going to be important is you. And we can all live with that. You're empowered to do justice here. This is a great system of ours that works. And I'd like to, first and foremost, I'd like to commend and compliment Mr. President when I go to fine arguments. I don't agree with much of anything he has to say, but I did listen intently, and I hope he'll do the same with me. There's a few things on what he said, though, I do have to just address immediately. And during his argument, because I didn't object doesn't mean I agreed. I didn't object once. I thought there were some misstatements of facts. I'll deal with that. But I'm not afraid of anything I've said or anything he had to say. I didn't want to interrupt him. I didn't want to object. I wanted you to hear where the arguments are. Let's see if they give me that same courtesy. He did, during his 2+ hours of first summation, they get 2 summations, you'll hear about that later. He didn't once mention the fact that their only witness in this case committed perjury again and again and again and again in this court. That wasn't mentioned once, not even dealt with. That's an important issue in this case, as you're going to see, because the case does rise and fall in credibility, without question. Detective Flores, their case detective, testified, we'll put up his testimony in a bit, that without really, the 2 videos and sounds, there's no evidence of a shooting. Could be, could not be. That's certainly not proof beyond reasonable doubt. So Relly's testimony is, in fact, everything. And Mr. President seemed very worried about what I'm going to say about Mr. Efron and his credibility. He understands that that case rises and falls. And he spent a lot of time anticipating what I'm going to say about it. One thing he said I would do, but I promise you I won't, is I'm not going to go through every inconsistency of Mr. Efron. We'll be here until Christmas. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go through the major lies told, the admissions of perjury, the important facts that he told you that turned out to be lies. I'm not going to worry about some inconsistency told about some statement he made 2 years ago or 3 years ago. We would be here literally for days on end, and I'm not going to do that. Mr. President said there's no evidence of a property in this case. Again, we'll get to all this. There's definitely a lot less evidence of a real gun in this case than a property. The facts scream out that it's impossible for what he had that night to be a real gun. The DA spent much of that argument, 2 hours and 15 minutes or so, repeating himself, repeating the same arguments again and again, sometimes in sarcastic tone, because the evidence isn't there. Look, together, hopefully, these discussions that we're going to have are going to be helpful in trying to arrive at a decision in this case, where you don't compromise, where you don't do violence to your conscience, where you do the right thing. And you're the ones who are empowered to determine what, in fact, is the right thing. It's you. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever in your life been falsely accused? Ever been falsely accused? Have you ever sit there and watch proceedings or watch how it played out and wait, knowing that you're innocent, knowing that you didn't do it? All you can do during such a process is maintain your dignity. Isn't that right? All you can do is maintain your dignity. Knowing that you're innocent, but maintaining your dignity and remembering always that you're left in a crisis is your conduct. That's another reason why I am so proud to represent Rob. He's a man who's maintained his innocence from day one, 3.5+ years ago, who's conducted himself with dignity throughout these proceedings from day one. I started off telling you about this case was all about my first line out of the back in the opening statement, it seems like a year and a half ago, was that this case was about brothers' jealousy, lies, and greed. I said that you'd see the kind of person he was in this courtroom, an angry pathological liar. That he, and he alone, is the source of all the evidence that they are relying on. And this case would rise and fall on his credibility. You take him out of the picture, there is no case. And as I promised, really showed you who he truly was when it came time to cross-examination. He's a man who told you without hesitation, I can tell people whatever I want. He said that, actually, to you. I was right out of the box, personally. Fine, please.
You want the audio-visual, please?
Where I want.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We have an audio-visual person in the board. Let him come up to the front. Go ahead.
Sure. Please present the person. Okay. What you would have heard, what you may see one day, hopefully after Mark comes up and save us once again, is him literally saying to you, I can tell people whatever I want. He's their witness, who you're being asked to believe beyond a reasonable doubt. I can tell people whatever I want. He's a man who literally gave 4 different answers to one question. 4 answers, 1 question. He said, yes, no, I don't recall, I don't know, in 1 question. That was the first for me. I've been doing this for a bit. That was the first for me. 4 answers, 1 question. Yes, no, I don't recall. I don't know. He's a man who committed perjury before your eyes over and over again. A man who snapped, cursed through a water bottle while he was testifying, cursed in this courtroom. Threw a water bottle out of anger while testifying in the light of court with the judge, with the jury, with these terrific sheriff's deputies and bailiffs. That's how he acted here. Imagine what he's capable of in the dark of night. If he does anything, he was watching. The evidence in this case has shown you that this case indeed rises on his credibility or falls on his credibility, and it is falling hard. Before we start, I do want to thank you all. It's right to thank you all for your commitment and sacrifice in this case. It's not an easy case. It's a long case. It's been odd that not one of you ever been late. Another first for me. Been doing this for a while, both as a prosecutor and defense attorney. Not once we've been waiting for a juror. So your commitment and your sacrifice is extraordinary, especially in a 4-week trial. So we both sides thank you for that. I know that. But this is what this is about. This is why we love what we do. That's why I love what I do. It's an opportunity to come before people who are from the community, who are the conscience of the community, because you are the conscience of this community. And when I say community, I mean you represent the community of Los Angeles. Every part of the community, parts that are represented here, and parts that aren't represented here, Compton, Englewood, you represent all parts of this community. You set the standards, you tell us what's right and what's wrong. with your work. Use your common sense to do that, and ladies and gentlemen, your work goes far beyond these courtroom doors. The evidence isn't there in this case. It's not even close. Again, appreciate Mr. President's argument, but we're going to dissect the evidence now. Apart from Relly's testimony, the prosecution, just his testimony, I'm talking about this physical evidence, he said, apart from his testimony, the prosecution's evidence consists of videos, shell casings, and knuckle scrapes. And I don't know what else to call them but knuckle scrapes. I know they said, oh, he's going to call them knuckle scrapes. What am I going to call them? Bullet wounds? I mean, they're knuckle scrapes. Videos don't prove any case, they prove the opposite. Relly was the aggressor in both videos, and we'll show you those, and we'll show you them slowly. The shell casing was not. Sorry.
Mark says it's set up right, but he needs to.
Yeah, I'll stop for a second. You want to try it? Let's try it. Thanks.
Go ahead. You want me back here or over here? Yeah.
Rock is ready. You see Rock? Rock said, hell yeah, come on.
You want to hang around a little bit, or? I know, right? Sit around. Okay. Thank you very much. But it was one of the videos, not to play that. Go ahead.
Yes, so and I don't know. Since so long, I tell people what about me. I'll get it, but no. Yes, so and I don't know. Since so long, I tell people what about me.
Okay. I think we discussed it enough with that, but you could take that, please. Anyway, the shell casings and the knuckle scrapes mean absolutely nothing without believing Relly's story about them. They mean nothing without believing his story in whole about them. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about how the evidence or lack of evidence shaped up in this case. Before we do, I want to make clear what Rocky is charged with. He's charged with 2 counts of assault with a semi-automatic weapon. One for the altercation by the parking garage on Argyle Avenue. The other for the altercation is Del Mar, that fuzzy video that you see. The DA said you only have to decide if it's proper or not. That's it. That's all you have to decide, person. Nothing else is in dispute. That is not true. That's not true. The judge just told you this the other day. He said, as a matter of fact, that's not what you just have to decide. It completely ignores the self-defense and defense of others law that the judge can charge you on. But they see what they want to see. They say what they want to say. They hide from you what they don't want you to see. Which is why they cut off the end of the video on East Del Mar. I'm going to show you what they cut off. They cut off after Rocky's gone. After 12 is already running away. They cut off the part where Relly goes back and gets Hills one more time. Yeah, he's only using for human shield. They cut that part of the video off. We did. We'll show you. The judge will instruct you. Each of those charges requires the prosecution to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. Another term I didn't hear much. 2 hours plus explanation of this result. Beyond a reasonable doubt that Rocky possessed a real operable semi-automatic firearm, and that Rocky did not act in self-defense or defense or nothing. Beyond a reasonable doubt. And the evidence just isn't there. It's not even close in this case, guys. It's not even close. I'm here to gain respect for the undeniable fact that even now, as we sit here, Kim Mayers is presumed innocent. He's presumed innocent as we sit here now. I'm here to point out the numerous reasonable doubts that lurk in the evidence in this case. Because folks, please remember, the judge didn't value he did already have some charges. All you need is one. All you need is one. I see with you, there are hundreds of reasonable doubts. It's hundreds. You just need one. And okay, so we have this idea of a reasonable doubt. It's not what we do in our daily lives on the street with our friends or analyzing whether our kids have been truthful or friends have been truthful. But it's something that's really important in this setting in the courtroom. Because it seems, as a country, that has served us very, very well. People who founded this country were no strangers to controversy, and certainly no strangers to social danger, have created some of it themselves even. They knew that the surest and best way to guarantee the liberty of citizens was to make sure that if the government brought charges against one of its citizens, they had to prove And if there was a doubt based on reason, if there was a reasonable doubt, there had to be an acquittal. Had to be. What a reasonable doubt isn't, and the judge said this to you in the beginning, like again, 4 weeks ago, whenever that was. What a reasonable doubt isn't, it isn't he may have committed the crime. It isn't he probably committed the crime. It is I'm almost certain he committed the crime. That doesn't carry it. It's I have no reason to doubt he committed the crime. What was proven beyond reasonable doubt in this case? Terrell Efron is a compulsive liar and perjurer. That was proven beyond reasonable doubt. He lies without remorse. Folks, he even bragged to you about committing perjury. He literally did. And you're going to see it. As long as Mark is close by, we're going to see him literally bragging about committing perjury to you. You know, this reasonable doubt proved beyond reasonable doubt. You're going to hear me talk about it again. But the prosecution told you just now, Mr. Someone said that the defense story is impossible. They have to prove that beyond a reasonable doubt. You can't just say it. They have to prove that beyond a reasonable doubt. They have not met their burden here, not even close, because they can't. It's a very heavy burden, and they've not come close. That's why they resort to making excuses, playing games, relying on possibilities, which is really funny, because you will all be here for jury selection, because you wouldn't be here if you weren't here for jury selection. So smart. You will all hear when Mr. Lewin in jury selection said, "We'll never ask you to look at what's possible in this case." Remember that? It's like a closing remark in jury selection. We'll never ask you to look at what's possible. Yet, as we walk through the evidence together, you'll see all the possibilities they presented. Starting with that first witness out of the gate. Right at the jury selection. Boom! First witness, Zizzo, right out of the gate. Is it possible you missed the shell casings? You never say anything about the word possible. You won't be asked what's possible in this case. First witness out of the box, Officer Zizzo, was asked, is it possible you missed the shell casings? Possible is not proof beyond reasonable doubt, nor are excuses. Why were there no fingerprints on those shell casings that really claimed to have found that night? Remember what the floor said about that? Excuses. Well, you know, if it rained, if there was water, if there were cars, if there was wind. We'll go back to that. We'll review the evidence together, and you'll see that their excuses for not having proof really start stacking up. And in face of only possibilities and excuses, they resorted to playing games in an effort to win at all costs. And it's not about justice. It's not winning. Plain and simple. And they play games in this case that should offend you. I'm not just saying it. I'm going to take you through. I'm not showing you evidence, embracing perjury of this relic, trying to deceive you. Remember something I said to you in the opening? I said we're here to make promises both sides, but not like politicians' promises. You know, the thing where we promise you the moon, you vote based on our promises, and you see if we fulfill them. Here, we make promises in that opening statement. You get to see if we fulfill them, then you vote. Let's see what they promised compared to what we promised. They told you Rocky was the aggressor. His text messages show he was the aggressor. We got deleted text messages, we'll get to that. They told you that Rocky shot Relly with a real gun. We told you that Relly was manufacturing the story, deleting and destroying evidence. He was trying to extort Rocky, which came through. That Relly was a real aggressor. Rocky was probably going to defend himself. There are two hurdles that they have to overcome to get a conviction in this case. Two hurdles. They cannot overcome them. One is that an object in Rocky's hand on November 6, 2021 was not a prop gun, beyond the reasonable doubt. Second is that Rocky did not act in self-defense. The judge instructed you, if the prosecution failed to prove the object in Rocky's hand was not a prop gun, beyond the reasonable doubt, the case is over. It's over. Beyond the reasonable doubt. You can stop there. It's over. The judge also told you that regardless of what Rocky had in his hand, if you find that he acted in self-defense or defense of 12-year-old ills, he's also not guilty. That's the law. It's not our argument. They had the heavy burden of disproving self-defense or defense of another beyond the reasonable doubt. And that's a burden that they cannot carry in this case, not even close. Relly threatened Rocky, Relly threatened Schwelby, Relly repeatedly punched Ills and ragdolled Ills. And we'll show you that again on the video. Slowly. You had it narrated to you, but you can see it on the video. Before we do that and talk about it, let's discuss why they can't overcome that first hurdle. First, beyond reasonable doubt, that the object in Rocky's hand was real, was not what we fired on, because they absolutely cannot overcome that. there is incontrovertible evidence and testimony in this case and other evidence that shows you the object that Rocky was possessing was wrong. Unimpeached. Not a real firearm. And they asked why. First of all, remember, there's no evidence in the record Rocky was licensed to carry in 2021. He wasn't. But Twelve and Lou told you it wasn't a real gun. Two people came here, took an oath, and told you it was not a real gun. Lewin told you where it came from. That B&B music video, he identified it with Rocky and Rihanna from July 2021, right before. He told you he put a clip drawer on it, essentially a belt clip, to put the piece onto a belt to make it easy to carry. And he extended the magazine with a clear magazine to make it look more intimidating because the Glock he had top gun Glock 26 sort of is a pocket, really small. So this was meant as a deterrent. Mr. Lewin told you that Lewin couldn't name the security guy who advised Rocky to carry prop gun. He was never asked. And he didn't say security guy, he said Rocky's security team. The testimony you could, by the way, you can always have the testimony read back to you at any point. If there's any dispute, and you guys can take crazy things. But if there's any dispute, you can always say, can we have that part read back of the testimony where Mr. Lewin talked about the security people who advised him, or whatever. So he never was asked who, he didn't say a security guy. He said security team, and he just said he concurred. He wasn't pretending to be a security advisor that they mocked him. They didn't ask him that. They just tried to argue that to you. Mr. Lewin also told you that the prop gun didn't serve its intended purpose on November 6th, obviously, 2021. And Rocky gave it back to him, and he gave it back to this co-director from the D&D video when he went to New York next. He remembers December, January, or whatever. By the way, we didn't bring a picture of the D&D video. We're the ones with the burden of proof here, folks. They have the burden. The D&D videos for all to see out there. They could have, if they wanted to, subpoenaed it. They could have burned it in. It was on YouTube. They didn't do it. He didn't want you to see that video. Lewin told you he asked the co-director, Zach Haji, where the prop gun went. He did call him back after 5 months later when Rocky was eventually charged and then sued. And Haji, this prop gun guy, the co-director, said he didn't know that he explained he had a studio, a big studio in common with other directors of these videos and films and whatnot. And he said it was common space that had cameras, lighting equipment, prop equipment, and everything else that was borrowed in exchange and whatnot between a bunch of people. That's uncontroversial testimony. And it was done. And the guy Haji couldn't find it. Well, Lou didn't try. He did. The guy Haji said it was done. And you heard the DA, oh, they told you, they told Lou, they spoke to Haji. They recorded it, they told him. And you know, if Haji said anything inconsistent with what Lou said, you wouldn't hear that thing.
Your Honor, we found out about that day. It's improper.
There are no speaking objections. There are no speaking objections. I told you that. You will have an opportunity in your rebuttal arguments.
Objection, improper arguments.
Overruled.
Because it thinks it says loud, it's going to get sustained.
Objection, improper
Sustained.
arguments.
That is sustained. Don't do that, Mr. Chairman.
Anyway.
Well, the judge ain't playing.
You know, they knew about the Lewin prosecution before the trial started. They knew before the trial started, he said that the prop gun came from a music video that could have looked like, and they could have looked prop houses, a music video, whatever else. They could have done it too. But they didn't say, oh, we didn't do it. Again, they had absolutely no burden to do anything. We did provide live witness testimony. We cross-examined people. It wasn't a surprise to them. They didn't want to do it, because they knew what they were going to find. That's why you're in.
That's improper argument. Overruled.
Reveille's words and actions on November 6, 2021 show you it wasn't the real gun. His words and actions show you. All the prosecution's objective evidence in this case, everything that doesn't come from Reveille shows you this was not a real gun. Common sense also shows you it was not a real gun. On that last point, the prosecution would have you believe that Rocky, you saw that video, shot a real gun at his friend Bills, who was right there. I mean, Bills was right there. According to them, he shot the gun, a real gun, at his friend Bills. That makes no sense. You saw the video. The second shot, Bills was right there. There's no way, even if that was a real gun, that Bills wasn't going to get it. That was real. There was no way. DA then said, well, why? Why would he get rid of the prop gun? So we haven't explained that. I think we did. I think Lewin explained that pretty well, pretty clearly. Remember, they didn't know 5 months later the police would come. They weren't thinking, we better say this in case, I don't know, next year at some point I get arrested. That was the furthest thing from Rocky's mind. They did know that it did not serve its intended purpose. They did know that. So that was the end of that. Rocky got rid of that prop gun that didn't work and instead beefed up his security. So now he had to have security all the time instead of just going to events, even when it was his friends on the street. Of course, he didn't know the police were going to be about 5 months later. As for 12 and Lewin, you heard from each of them. And before we get into what they said, let's talk about the process. It's supposed to be about the search for the truth. That's what it's meant to be. It's not supposed to be about just trying to win. That's what it's not supposed to be about. Especially when you have the power of law enforcement behind you. It's the prosecutor's job to make sure innocent people go free also. And it makes sense that all the witnesses come to your attention. All the witnesses come to your attention, as we've had to do in this case. You can see that responsible citizens came in here as witnesses who were often treated roughly and ridiculed, attacked by Mr. Lewin, an obsession to win. You don't treat witnesses who came in here, who don't get paid to tell the truth, have no financial motive, you don't treat them like that, just purely and simply because they're not saying what you want them to say in your version of what the truth might be. You don't do that. Mark Twain once said, to a man with a hammer, everything looks like a nail. That came to life. The prosecution embraced brother in this case, though. Embraced it. He didn't even once mention to you all, okay, he perjured himself before you guys many times. Called things fake, that weren't fake. He lied to your faces. That wasn't even mentioned this morning. They defended him despite his despicable acts and his despicable conduct. And with all witnesses, Mr. Lewin carried them like they were serial killers. And I mean 12 and Lou. They were the polar opposites of Rowley in every way. How they conducted themselves, how they answered questions. They weren't argumentative. They weren't disrespectful. They were compliant and they were responsive. To both sides. To both sides. Compare those human beings to what you saw the week before that. They weren't belligerent. They didn't throw water bottles. They didn't curse. I mean, Rowley, who couldn't answer any question straight, admitted to lying. And when he didn't admit to lying, got impeached with prior inconsistent statements. I'm not going to go through them all. When you know the truth and when you tell the truth, you don't have to rehearse the truth. You don't have to get your memory refreshed. You don't have to be reminded of the truth when you know the truth and tell the truth. You don't have to be coached on the truth by the prosecutors. You don't have to have someone telling you how to answer questions like Rowley's told in this case. You always get the truth right when you tell the truth. All witnesses answered every question without incident, without problem. They were consistent. They didn't get tripped up once. There was not one inconsistency. So the response to that is to coach very well. I mean, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, I guess. Because if they had been caught up and tripped up and been inconsistent, and their truth was inconsistent, well then they're liars. Well, they weren't consistent. But because they were so consistent and they didn't get impeached, they could lay well on them. Oh, they must have been coached. They were not coached, they were consistent because they were telling the truth. You saw that in the air. They both told you, Lou and 12, both told you previously carried off for that 6-month period. And you need a victim of acts of violence. And Rocky had him on November 6, 2021. And now Rocky's friends knew he had friends. They didn't announce it to the world. Of course, that would be stupid to say, for social media posts, I'm carrying a gun in case you want to attack me. It's really only prop gun. No, Lou said, and 12, he said, it was an immediate group of friends. The prosecution peppered 12 with questions about his summary of what he told us, the lawyers. As if that summary contained his prior sworn testimony and prior recorded statements, but it didn't. That's why the judge said it was irrelevant to the 12 we saw in that document.
That's an improper argument.
Read that. That's why the judge said it's irrelevant to what 12 we saw in that summary document.
That is an improper argument.
Instead, the summary was simply something that lawyers have to provide as procedural discovery in this case. Look, when I hear this, they're trying to pretend like we just came up with this prop in defense. Rocky has been saying that since day one. Here's the testimony of Detective Flores on this issue. Detective Flores was asked, was this something when he was asked, because he was asked on direct about when did he first find out about the prop in defense? And he said, there were no deposition in criminal cases with question 4. Then I said, all right, so basically, what you were being asked when we're talking about that, you just found out about this prop, what you're being asked are questions related to discovery disclosure in a criminal case, correct? And he said, yes. So Detective Flores, who was very honest, and I think I tried to do a good job here, told you what that was about. See, if you just listen to the direct in this case, it would make it sound like only 2 weeks ago, oh, there was a prop. That's been since day one for us. Discovery in a criminal case is what he was being asked about. I mean, you also heard that it was revealed before jury selection, the day, I think, before jury selection, no, sorry, the day before opening statements, that we got a ballistics report from them that was done over a year before. The day before opening statement, you guys were pound. Okay. Yeah. Goes crying and screaming. A year after they did it, Detective Flores said, we got it after you guys were pound in 2025. Detective Zizzo, Sergeant Zizzo, now former police officer Zizzo, said on the witness stand, yeah, we may have missed it. We didn't search the whole street. I said, really? Looking at the report like, when did you say that for the first time? He said, today, this morning, he told him that for the first time. Okay. I said, oh, they just came up with it. This is real life. This is a trial. This is what happens. Sometimes witnesses remember things later, sometimes they don't. But I'm not accusing anyone of perjuring themselves as police officer Zizzo because he just remembered that day 5 years later. You know? I mean, sort of odd. 5 years after that, he remembers they may have missed it. That's okay. Look, more importantly, as Shelby told you, what he testified to here in this courtroom is what he told us previously and what he saw that night. Period. He was consistent, he was credible, unlike Relly, who actually contradicted his own recorded statements, and unlike Relly, who actually contradicted his prior sworn testimony over and over again. He committed perjury, Brandon committed perjury. And the fact that the prosecution tried to make you believe that a summary was Trump's actual statement when it wasn't. It's a game. It's another example of a game. Here's another one. The prosecution asked Shelby, how many was a prop gun if he never spoke to Rocky about it? That was completely mistake what Shelby said on the record testimony. Completely. Shelby didn't say he never spoke to Rocky about it. He said the opposite. He said they did speak about it prior to November 6, 2021, in September of 2021 in Harlem at that governor's ball thing. And after he first saw it at the DMV video, he said they spoke about it. But he was with the part, dude, never spoke to Rocky about that, you said. He didn't say that. Well, again, they played with 12B. You heard this one. You heard Detective Flores tell you that before 2 weeks ago, neither he nor any member of law enforcement ever tried to reach out to 12. 2025. This event happened in 2021. Before 2 weeks ago, before January 2025, neither he, the lead detective in this case, or any member of law enforcement tried to reach out to 12. They knew who he was, obviously. But that still didn't prevent Mr. Lewin from asking 12B, if before those last 2 weeks, didn't you get a message from us? Didn't you get a message from us? No, Mr. Lewin, you didn't get a message from me. Detective Flores already cleared that up pretty clearly. He didn't get a message from you. They knew he didn't contact 12. They knew he didn't try to contact 12 before 2 weeks ago. Did he ask him that question? Why give a false impression? That somehow 12 ignored a message? That somehow 12 ignored a message? Oh, sorry.
Disparity counsel.
Yeah, there cannot be any disparaging personal attacks.
So it's not a personal matter. The question was asked that.
There are,
Okay.
do not debate with me
Sorry.
about a ruling.
Yeah.
Objection sustained. Go ahead.
Okay, well, you heard the testimony, you saw what happened. You figured out what it was all about, but 12B was asked, didn't you get a message from us in the past? And Detective Flores said, no, no one left him a message. No one tried to do it.
He crying again. He crying again.
You just gotta ask yourself, why was that question asked? If it didn't happen. So You know, what I said, games, there's a constant theme in this trial. Here's another one. Prosecution asked 12 about photos taken in Rocky's bedroom, which showed Rocky's registered firearms and not a prop gun there. Those photos were taken during a search of Rocky's residence in April of 2022, 5 months after the incident on Beach Lamar in November 2021. 5 months later. So the fact that there was a prop gun that means absolutely nothing. You heard about the prop gun way before that. And here's this also. Think about this. And why was there no prop gun in the house? You heard why Rocky, for that 5-6 month period, carried a prop gun on advice of security. Because he'd been subject to episodes of violence. He had a stalker, his face was slashed. Home invasion, okay? But he'd been subject to violence on the street, he didn't have a character. So when he wasn't with security, he had this thing to hopefully deter you. At home, he had licensed firearms. Now, because a prop is meant to deter would-be attackers, if they're already in his home, much less in his bedroom, there aren't would-be attackers anymore. They're in fact attackers. And a prop gun would be useless there, obviously. Also with the registered guns found in Rocky's house, I guess at the floors, if they were legally registered to Rocky, and they objected. They objected to that question.
And that's an improper argument.
Well, those in fact were registered to Rocky. Legal. Others were registered to Lou. Legal. Everything in that house was legal. And given back to Lou who was there at the time of the search. They mocked Lou like he must have made that. Not just Lou's magazine, the guns were legal too. They were, 2 of them were, one of them was Lou's, and 2 was Rocky's. They were both legal and registered. Detective Flores made it clear that the weapons found in Rocky's home were legal. So there should be no dispute over that at all. Search of the truth is what this should be about. I'm trying to win at all places. Some game certainly the champion. Some game. In fact, the prosecution did absolutely nothing with John to impeach the testimony of Roland. Nothing. Yeah, he got loud and yelled at him a little. But saying liar, liar, pants on fire is not impeachment. He didn't move them off their story once. They were consistent. They stayed exactly consistent with their story the entire time because the truth is easy to remember. The truth is easy to tell. They were not impeached, not once. The fact of the matter is, by the way, it wasn't black trying. I mean, we yelled that they were raided. I mean, at one point, 12 spoke a dialect from the street where he's from. And he said this thing, and I personally, he's one of the nicest guys I've ever seen. He said this thing where he's like, "You feel me? You feel me?" That was just a matter of speaking. But Mr. Lewin had to take that. Say, "No, I don't feel you. I don't really mean I feel you. I can't feel you."
It's an improper argument.
Overall.
There's no need to mock the witness who came in here. It was compliant and respectful. No, they were grilled both 12 weeks, and they were grilled about many, many things, including the financial motives of being here. And again, they don't contradict their testimony. I mean, Mr. Preslomik this morning spent a lot of time in their testimony, not about their misstatements or their inconsistencies or contradictions or their impeachments, but just repeat their testimony, but in a sarcastic voice, as if that makes a contradiction. That's not true. That's definitely not true beyond reasonable doubt. So anyway, the financial motive that they were both crushed on in their cross-examinations, 12 and Lou, probably said 0. He went 0 for him. For Rocky, nothing. He did his own career, actually, pretty well. Lou said he makes a portion of his salary for Rocky, and he does, and he loves Rocky. They both love Rocky. So no one's trying to pretend their peers unbiased, but they love it. But it's an interesting thing, though, that they were so concerned about his both of their financial motives. Not once did the prosecution take issue with the fact that their own witness, Riley, was here because of his financial motivation, and only his financial motivation. A $30 million financial motivation. But they're asking Lou Levin, don't you get 20% of your salary from it? Or that poor IT guy who had to fly from Paris did. You made $20,000 last year from him, huh? I mean, the guy's looking $30 million for that. No stress. By the way, Relly got his $30 million that he wanted, that he said repeatedly. They had no witness in his case, as you now know, because he'd be on items when they were rising while they were searching for him. Instead, Relly wants to use law enforcement as a money collector, because he didn't care about the police. You heard him say that many times. And if he got his money, these guys go pound sand. They'll never find him. He's going to be on an island. And he told you how that process works. Actually, but talk about extraordinary bias that they just want to ignore. They don't mention that. It can't be, and it should be. But it's why we're here in this court. It's why we're all here. What else should be ignored? Despite all the prosecution's efforts, despite the blistering questions posed to them, both Trubby and Lewin established these incontrovertible facts. They're not controversial. They're not contested. That Rocky was known to carry a property by his friends. They didn't controvert that at all. The object in his hands on November 6, 2021 was a problem. Relly's own actions on November 6, 2021 confirmed that. Trubby testified during the first altercation. Relly said something to the effect of, shoot that big ass gun, which explains his later conduct, by the way. Now, Relly said he didn't say that. So, now you have to say, who's more credible, more trustworthy? Probably, or Relly. Essentially, you have the words to in that regard, in that one thing. And consistent with his knowledge that it was a fake gun, look what he did after the first altercation, which is impossible to get around for them. The first altercation by the parking garage, where he's claims he's pulled a gun, just hold on, a real gun, that he doesn't know is a fake gun. He continues to follow the guy who pulls a real gun and pulling him for a kill. So think about that for a second. When you talk about a reasonable doubt or a doubt based on reason, think about that. That was so odd. I mean, he said, yeah, the guy pulled out a gun on me. I thought it was a real gun, and he tried to kill me. So after he walked away, I decided to follow him. I don't follow him, berating him as I'm following him. Almost begging him to shoot. Well, let's see Detective Flores, but anyway, Detective Flores told you what he thought about that. He testified. He said, that would be an odd thing for Lewin to do. Testimony from his trial. Mr. Efron, on December 2021, you asked him why he continued to follow Mr. Mayers if he knew he had a gun, right? Answer yes, Detective Flores. Question, because according to you, you told him that would seem to be an odd thing to do, right? Or odd thing to do, I said, right? And Detective Flores said yes. Of course it's an odd thing to do if you know it's a real gun. Not so much an odd thing to do if you think it's a fake gun or a pop gun. And of course, when Relly was questioned about why he would do that, about being an odd thing to do, his answer was, according to Detective Flores' question about it, Relly said, I don't know. That was his answer to Detective Flores early on in the question. When you asked Mr. Efron why did he continue to follow Mr. Mayers after seeing the gun, what he said was, he didn't know why. So, Detective Flores, and he said correct. Detective Flores questioned him about it, and the best Relly could do at that point, he said, I don't know, I'm wrong. Obviously, I don't know was all Relly could say because he knew he couldn't tell the truth. That was the problem. He knew that. That alone is reasonable doubt. That is a reasonable doubt. That's it. Just say one. This one.
That's the improper shape of the line.
In fact, the lack of evidence further shows that this was a problem. You heard that the police found absolutely no evidence of a shooting at the scene whatsoever. Officer Zizzo told you that there was no sign of a shooting, there was no blood, no bullet holes, no shell casings, no physical evidence at all. That's from the testimony at this trial review from Officer Zizzo. Just recap. There was no blood, no bullet holes, no shell casings, no physical evidence of a shooting was recovered at all. No, sir. So that was the guy who was there within 15 minutes. When you heard from the body cam footage from one of the other responding officers, turned out to be Sergeant John Cook, Officer Zizzo said. Sergeant Cook said, there's going to be no evidence for now. We have no victims, no hits, no evidence. That's the sergeant body cam footage. That's Officer Zizzo's testimony. also captured on Sergeant Cook's body cam footage is him saying, as of now, or no victims as of now, unless it pops up in the hospital, it's probably just a warning shot. That's testimony from you all in the trial. Again, so no victims as of now, unless it pops up in the hospital, it's probably just a warning shot, right? That's what he said. Sergeant Sisto said to us. Well, Sergeant Cook was close. It was actually 2 warning shots from the problem. Ladies and gentlemen, the prosecution can prove otherwise beyond a reasonable doubt. They cannot. Beyond a reasonable doubt. Not without really being totally believable. Not without really being totally believable. And he is not worth it, believe. And he's been much not harder than that. That's why, in addition to asking him about November 6th, 2021, which we spent some time doing, we spent so much time questioning him about his credibility. And I'm sorry he was on the witness stand for 5 days. He was on the witness stand for 5 days. I was only 2 total days then. But the reason he would say that was because he didn't answer questions. Like, the questions had to be asked on cross anyway. 3, 4 times, just had to get involved. That's why he was here so long. Well, because without him, when he questioned his credibility, it's not because I was having fun speaking to him. I wasn't. But when you questioned his credibility, it's because his credibility is at issue. Because without him and his credible testimony, the prosecution has 0 evidence of a shooting. They even have to prove, 0 evidence to prove that it was an operable gun, let alone shoot. Consider that. What's the prosecution's evidence that the object in Rocky's hand on November 6, 2021 was not brought up? What's their evidence? Relly shell casings. Okay, for those. Relly's knuckle scrapes. And the videos from parking garage at 1616 Vista Del Mar and 6200 Hollywood Boulevard. But remember what Detective Flores said about those videos. First, he said, there's no evidence from 1616 Vista Del Mar of an actual gun being discharged. I asked him that question, and he said, correct. From that view by itself, no. Well, that's the only view we have of 1616 Vista Del Mar, that video. Well, they're all there and so on. Then, second, I said the only time you could see a gun in any video was a parking garage video. And in that one, you can't tell if it's operable, whether it's operable gun or real gun or not, right? Detective Flores? And he was honest. You first cited the fact the gun was displayed, right? Which you already told the jury that the gun that was displayed, the only time you could see a gun in any video was a parking garage video, correct? You already told the jury, by that video, you can't tell if it's operable, right? Correct. So if he can't tell it's operable, how are you supposed to do it? If Flores can't tell it's operable, how are you supposed to tell it's operable? You have to believe Riley's story. All and his credibility. Then, third, what else they have? Well, sounds, those 2 sounds. Okay. The gunshot sounds heard on the 6200 Hollywood Boulevard video could have been made by some kind of replica firearm, according to Detective Flores. He said, aside from a gun, I asked him, what else could make those sounds? An operable gun, I should say. And then he said, the sound I heard off the camera, a firearm, some kind of replica firearm. He also acknowledged that a replica firearm could also make that sound, a starter pistol could make that sound. That's Detective Flores. That's the case detective. Let that sink in for a moment, folks, please. The prosecution's case detective told you the sound that they relied on to prove that Rocky had an operable firearm that night, beyond a reasonable doubt, could have been made by a non-operable product. That's it. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all you need right there. In other words, the videos in and of themselves don't prove that what Rocky had was an operable firearm, beyond a reasonable doubt. The case detective believes that. What else does the prosecution have to rely on? Relly's knuckle scrapes. But even they don't believe that's a gunshot wound. What they said in their opening statement about Relly's knuckle scrapes. Perhaps they were bullet rays, perhaps they were not. Well, perhaps they were not. That's what they wanted to accept. It's proof beyond reasonable doubt. Perhaps they were not. What else did they say in their opening about those scrapes? Whether the victim or not the victim in this case was actually shot or injured by this will not be something that you will have to decide at the end of this case. They told you in open statements. Really? Says who? Says who? They told you that because they themselves don't believe. Those
That's your
knuckles.
proper argument, State. I've already read the jury instructions to you, and one of those jury instructions lists the elements of what the assault with a semi-automatic pistol is. Each of those elements have to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. What those elements are, that is the law in California, as to what an assault with a semi-automatic pistol is.
One of the objections actually to what you said, what the prosecution wants you to do.
Overruled. That part's overruled.
But anyway, regarding the law, this is not about an element of the law, ladies and gentlemen. This is about the credibility of the only witness in this case, prosecution. That's what that argument is about. About the credibility. I mean, you have to. So whether it was a bullet shot or not, or a scrape from the floor, it does matter. It does matter. Of course, they don't want you to consider that. Because first, whether Relly was truthful about his injury goes to his credibility. Credibility, not about the elements of the law. It goes to his credibility, whether he's truthful about the nature of the injuries. And second, whether or not Relly was actually injured by a bullet is something important to consider in deciding whether Rocky had an operable firearm or a prop gun. Those are the two reasons. I just brought that up to you. Those are the two reasons. So I disagree with you. You do have to consider whether he was hit by a bullet or not, because he said he was. At first, anyway. Because obviously a prop gun can't cause that injury. So was that a gunshot wound? Of course not. Of course that wasn't a gunshot wound. Even Relly couldn't tell you those scrapes were definitely from a bullet. At least at trial, couldn't tell you. But this testimony when discussing whether he was grazed by a bullet. I guess whatever is left from the bullet, or the floor, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I can't see. Okay. So, it's either what was left from the bullet, or the floor. Well, I guess it could have been the floor. I don't know. I can't see. It's not what he said in his lawsuit. His lawsuit said the shot. He wants $30 million because he shot. Now it's maybe it was the floor. I mean, does the truth mean anything to him? Does an oath mean anything at all? He really doesn't believe he said to you. You get it. I can say whatever I want, do whatever I want. That's that. And that's what they want you to accept as truth beyond a reasonable doubt. Relly said it could have been the floor. Of course it was the floor. It's on his left hand. Relly said he was left. But regardless, there's no bullet in the world that could have done that. I mean, think about it. It scrapes the top of one knuckle, does a bit of a dive to the second knuckle, does a real deep dive to that third knuckle, and then swoops along. And that would be one heck of a magic bullet to do that. Just looking at those knuckle scrapes, no one has to be an expert in anything to know they are not from a bullet. You want to put them up or something there? $30 million. There's no one with eyes in the range. That thinks that's a bullet wound. That's what he said. Raised liability. Now he said fourth floor. Fourth floor. I mean, he still brought a lawsuit against Rocky, claiming he required necessary medical attention from that bullet wound. Bullet wound, he said. Ridiculous. And it, by the way, it's the same knuckles you saw in his boomerang Instagram video we posted on his manicured hands, which I think we showed to the jury. We have that. That's a permanent injury that only $30 million would take care of. He first told the police that he treated the scrapes by himself the day they occurred. That's also Hansen's testimony. But then days later, after traveling all the way back to New York cross country, he first went to a hospital in New York for medical treatment. Here, he said, because he doesn't trust anything there in Los Angeles. Why did he go to the hospital in New York? Not because he required medical treatment for those scrapes, but because the detective on November 9th, 2021, told him during an interview that he needs to get treated because this is the type of case this is. this Detective Flores testimony. Her statement, Detective Manfred, was that he needs to go to get medical treatment because of the type of case that this is, correct? I believe that's correct. So a detective is telling him on November 9th, you need to go to a hospital to get treated because of the type of case that this is. Normally, tells someone to go to a hospital because they need medical attention, not the manufacturer of a case. That is offensive, and it should be offensive to you because the type of cases that you go to the hospital. Make it look like you require a hospital visit. You know, it's bad enough that the prosecution main, and I say only witness, manufactured evidence in this case. They don't need to manufacture a hospital visit. But he did just that with shell casings, also manufactured evidence in this case. The only evidence they presented trying to establish that why he had operable firearm. I'm going to take you through this. It's not going to be a stretch, and certainly it's multiple reasons of doubt in this. You heard a lot about those shell casings in this case. What you didn't hear was what the police was at the police found. You didn't get that because that didn't happen. The body cam footage introduced at the very beginning of this case, first witness Officer Zizzo showed that the police responded to that scene at 10:32, less than 15 minutes after the incident. Officer Zizzo told you there were 7 police officers there. You saw them on body cam video. You saw, Officer Zizzo told you, 7 officers were searching the scene for any signs of a shooting with flashlights, those big police searchlights. For how long? Detective told you, Detective Flores told you, about 20 minutes they were there for searching. That's 7 minutes. 7 officers times 20 minutes. That's 140 minutes of manpower right there. 7 officers for 20 minutes of trained police officers searching with flashlights for any signs of a shooting, including shell casings. They found nothing, absolutely nothing. You heard the stipulation at the end. The stipulation means we read the defense and the prosecution at the end of the case, just before the judge's instructions the other day. It's Tuesday, right? Well, last day was Tuesday. The stipulation between us and the prosecution that a prop gun would also have ejected cartridges. But importantly, that stipulation makes clear that the shell casings recovered in this case did not come from a prop gun. That's for sure. And of course not. We'll explain that as well. That prop gun ejects blank cartridges. And bear this in mind, this is important. This part is important. The police came looking for evidence of a shooting. They were looking for those steel metal jackets, those shell casings. There was 0 evidence on this record. 0. And if I didn't say show anything on this record whatsoever regarding what those blank cartridges look like or how they were ejected from the prop gun. There was 0.
That's an improper argument. It misstates the evidence in the case.
Oh, it does not.
I don't recall every word that has been stated by every witness during the entire trial. So I don't know if it misstates the evidence or not. If this is something that's important to you, then you can ask the court reporter to read it back. All right?
Thomas stating the evidence that gets to speak last. I asked him, show the evidence of what the casing from a prop gun looks like. Show the evidence of that to you. Because I don't want to mistake the evidence. So there, I lay that challenge down. Show the evidence. I don't want to say, show me. There's no evidence whatsoever regarding what blank cartridges look like or how they were ejected from a prop gun. No evidence of what they would look like, okay? There's no evidence regarding what material those blank cartridges would have been made of. You heard about paper and plastic from Lewin. Paper and plastic, or how far or in what direction they would have been ejected. There's no evidence of that at all from the prop gun. Or whether they would have still been intact or not from a prop gun. You heard no evidence of that. In other words, there's been no evidence whether the blank cartridge from Rocky's prop gun would have been observable to the police as the shiny metallic shell casing from a real firearm. No evidence of that. And they have plenty of opportunity. They have a ballistics expert in here. He could have told you, no, blank cartridge shell casing look exactly like non-shell casings. They're steel. They could have done that. They didn't ask me one question about that. They didn't ask Detective Flores one question about that. They asked our witness, Lewin, about it. Who's not an expert, but he knows nothing. He gave an honest answer. So yes, they do it, Jack. Talk about paper, holdings in the front. Describe what the casings look like at all. Or how if they would have split or not split. Or were they shiny metal things that like those 9mm shell casings? In any event, the police found nothing. No evidence of shooting whatsoever. No bullet holes, no blood, no damage to any one of those cars, which would have almost been impossible. No damage to any one of those cars that were walking right there. And of course, no shell casings. This bears emphasis. The police found no shell casings whatsoever in 140 minutes worth of combined searching with searchlights. But really, don't you believe he found it by himself? Your cell phone flashlight in 2-3 minutes. An hour and a half later. Flies in the face of common sense. Wise reason. And what does the prosecution do trying to get around that? Get a state back in their case. They suggest that the police didn't know where to look. They actually asked, folks, is it possible to use the shell casings? As you sit here, can you say to a certain, that's the questioning there, please. Can you say to a certainty that there was not a fired cartridge case in that street on East Hill? Answer, I can't say. I may have missed something. It's possible. Again, it's possible. We've already discussed jury selection, what you were being promised about, never getting that word here. They broke that promise on the very first word. It's possible is not proof beyond reasonable doubt, but neither is their exercise trying to excuse the officers possibly looking in the wrong place. Possibly looking in the wrong place. They actually told you in their opening statement that the officers didn't know exactly where to look. They said that to you in their opening statement. They didn't know exactly where to look. But the one problem with that excuse is there's a video. There's a video and body cam footage that showed the police in the location exactly where to look. Exactly where to look. Here's the side-by-side images. Okay, there's the right jump up here on. Oh no. Okay. Did everyone see my blocking? Okay, so here's the officer searching. Okay. There's that orange wall I keep saying. This is where it will happen, right here. And they're searching right there with these flashlights. Now there's this person who really first swore was him. He always swore was him at 11:09, and then said it wasn't him. It wasn't the person. But some news coming back here at 11:09, right across that orange wall where they're searching. Anyway, you also know this is where the tussling happened and the Prosecutor was shot. Do we have a shot from the video where that was? Where you have to do that?
Yes.
We'll do that later. But anyway, you remember the wall here. We'll show this near the corner of East Del Mar and Selma. And this is where, at one point, you saw Shelby run into. What happened right here? They're looking in the exact right spot. But we didn't know where to look. They never said it. They had these videos. They're videos. So regardless of how far blank cartridges may eject or what they may look like after being fired from a prop gun, one thing is certain. The police searched that exact same location. And that road said exact on that video. When he returned to the scene, well, now he didn't return to the scene because now there's no evidence that he returned to the scene at all. Thanks. So I was in trouble just to sign a break. So. Documents. Anyway, it's the same exact location. I don't know why they said it to me. They didn't know what location was. They were there. They got lucky because they hit the exact spot where Relly Rocking Hills could be seen at the moment of the shot. Police didn't find Relly shell casings. Impossible for them to miss that 7 officers, 20 minutes, searchlights. Impossible. Those were not there. They were not there. So what does the prosecution do? And Relly then, what does he do? They changed their story and say now maybe that wasn't actually Relly on video after all. They did it right here in front of you. It was all right in front of you in 2025. Because in the first part of his testimony, I wasn't even involved yet. That was all. This is the first moment he said, "Yes, that's me." 11:09 guy. That's me. Yes. And this was all right. You sure? I'm sure. Well, weren't you wearing a black hoodie before? That looks like a white hoodie. Yeah, I probably went and changed. So it was only had to impeach his own witness, and you'll see what happens. Once again, they say possibly. It was possibly additional. So the solution to that not being him now, because he swore he came back. So I asked, okay, the floor is this guys? Well, this is Rose. Okay. Right, that's what he said. Yeah, that's okay. But I just said all that to you, but there is in the transcript, just in case I thought I was making that up at a whole cloth. I said, yeah, I'm sure. shot for this one, that I made a mistake to you in my opening by saying that was Relly. I made a mistake to you. Relly swore on the road it was him to you. But I made a mistake in my opening. He swore to you on the road it was him. Until he changed. Until they impeached their witness and got him to change testimony. Oh no, it wasn't me. In fact, that same person in that video was there between 11:09 and 11:11, which is about 2 minutes, the same length of time Relly said he had returned to the scene for. The officer Detective Flores talked about that. And he told you that the time of 11:11, when the person in the video enters, is consistent when Relly told the police he returned to the scene. Of course, there were multiple problems with that story. First, he said that his girlfriend, Lydia Parker, was with him at the time he supposedly searched the area and recovered those shell casings. You know the video doesn't show you that. Not that video. What other problem does the prosecution have for the story about picking up shell casings? The photos, which Relly claims he took at the scene, were timestamped on his phone. And they show the photos were actually taken at 11:40, between 11:45 and 11:48 p.m. That's more than a half hour after he said it. Half hour after he said it. So, make no mistake about it, the prosecution realized they had a problem with everything here, a big problem. So despite that fact, they took the position for years that that guy who came back 11:09 with Relly returned to the scene in that video. And despite the fact that Relly told you at this trial he was sure it was him, the prosecution then impeached their own witness again and say, no, that wasn't me. And because Relly, let me see, hold on a second, I want to break. Maybe about 5 more minutes, or one side?
No.
Okay.
2:45 is when we're break.
Let's do it now.
All right, folks, we'll take a break until 3 o'clock. Please be outside the court doors at that time. Please don't discuss the case, and we'll see you in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, man, they taking a break. Hey, man. Hey, man, yeah, they taking a break. But yeah, they're taking a break. What y'all think, man? What y'all think so far? Guilty or not guilty? What y'all think so far? Because I'm definitely going with not guilty. This whole case was a damn sham. Like, I'm like, what the hell? Like, how could you even waste our tax dollars on this shit? This man basically looked like he was beating eels up on the ground, like 12 he said. He was beating that man up, trying to run up on him. He got out the way. Rocket tried to fight a little starter pistol, whatever the fuck it was. If it was a real gun, he probably could have got him out of there. You would have seen some defects because he shot it at the ground. So that's probably just natural habit. Are they back? Where the sound go? Oh man, that's not me, y'all. Damn. Do I need to go over to let me pause this. Let me see. What time stamp is this? Do I need to go over the law and crime? Okay. Let me see. I don't know what the hell is going on. Let me go over the law and crime. Okay, let me see. Let me go over the law and crime. Damn, the other one. This is law and crime. Shit, let me see. Let's see. Okay. Shit. Man. They fucking on that one. I don't know if they fixed the damn, because he was crying. Let me see what was it. He was crying like fuck. Hold on, my bad. This can't be it. I don't know. Damn, man, the fucking sound went. I want to hear what he.
Here's a big secret. Only 7.
Hold on, y'all. This shit up here. Might have to just suffer. Let's see what was it.
That's all to say those testimony. Also captured on Sergeant Cook's body cam footage is
Man, we ain't got no sound, man. I can't find the other video. My bad, man. This is some bullshit. He probably crying. They did us dirty on that. Dang, that's crazy. No fucking sound. They probably ain't judge. Ain't want to embarrass their ass.
He can't find it because it ain't it.
He probably ain't want to embarrass him, y'all.
You ate it?
That's my bad, y'all.
I asked the Kathy.
You got 500 people on X. Shout out to y'all.
Check her notes, and she's able to do that. And, there is an indirect reference, it's not even clear, to Relly and embracing perjury. So far, Kathy has not found the word suborn. Embracing perjury, I don't even know what that means, but from here on out, if any counsel wants to state that a witness committed perjury, that's fair game. But I do not want either directly or indirectly any counsel accusing the other one of suborning perjury, encouraging perjury, touching on perjury. I don't want the word counsel and perjury being used together.
Attorney Blondot.
What?
Attorney Blondot.
Yeah, and stay away from that. They're only, they're winning it all.
He always crying.
Well, it's their kind of evidence.
They can say, on the evidence, they cannot say prosecution is all they hear about is winning their case. All they hear about justice, that there's a lawyer that says that.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
The judge,
Stay away.
you don't believe it's true.
No, I don't. And I know it's not.
All
Right, so stay away from what the prosecution's motives are. Talk about the witnesses, don't talk about the prosecution's motive. And when Mr. Lewin speaks, you're not to talk about the motives of Mr. Capitino or Mr. C.
He's crying.
All right.
Well, my explanation is much shorter now.
What's that?
My explanation is much shorter now. So.
I doubt it. Let's bring it here. Okay, we're going to start at 9 o'clock. Folks, 9 a.m.
All right.
They doing a whole lot of crying, y'all. Not the defense, the prosecutors. Oh, he can't. He talk, man. Listen, man. Much y'all have been talking about what the defense gonna do and this and the third. Do you be listening to yourself? Like, it's fair game. Like Jill says, it's fair game, and I believe in it. Y'all got guilty or not guilty.
Scheduling tomorrow, we'll just start at 9. 9:30. 9. Who's got a problem with 9?
It's on for me. It's on for me.
Yes,
Oh, it's okay.
I'm not sure that I can make it.
Oh, this court in court for today, y'all.
I have a document.
Can you do your best? All right, I'm gonna order everybody to be here at 9, but try to get here at 9, but if you're late, I understand. Dropping off your kids is important. So be here at 9-ish. Okay? We're back on the record of parties and council observers present.
Okay, folks, so I think we left off when I was discussing with you all the whole notion of the first
So not yet.
who used to be Relly, is not Relly anymore apparently, who came back at 11:09 to the scene to retrieve shell casings. Now again, story changed. Ultimately, he said it wasn't him, so the mystery man showed up on the scene at 11:09 apparently. So one of two things happened here. Either that really was Relly, like you first said, on video, coming back at 11:09, staying 2 minutes, returning to the scene, or MD Live, of course, then about being there with his girlfriend, if that was him, and about taking photos of the shell casings while there, because those photos weren't taken until 11:40, 11:45. Or the prosecution has absolutely no evidence whatsoever that he ever returned to the scene, ever. Whichever one you choose, the prosecution has no evidence at all that Relly actually recovered those shell casings from the scene. If you called his girlfriend, Miss Parker, to back up his claim, yes. She was probably busy doing what she does, but she didn't show up. Their burden corroborated with witnesses. I mean, the word of Relly, I think, is a fair question. There are a lot of things in this case that are going to be easy to corroborate of his word, if they're true. I'm going to show you a little list there. Those sort of pull that together, but not yet. But there is no corroboration, and they couldn't. Lydia Parker could come in here and say, yes, I went back with it. We found 2 shell cases. She's still his girlfriend, apparently. No evidence whatsoever that he took the shell casing off the scene. While on that point, by the way, the photos taken with Relly's iPhone of the alleged shell casing, allegedly taken at the scene, but not until 11:45, an hour and a half afterwards, they had time date stamps on them. But what you didn't see from the prosecution was the GPS location data for those digital photos on Relly's phone. Why? I mean, they didn't show you, what else they didn't show you was GPS location data from Relly's iPhone to show you where Relly was on November 6, 2021. That would solve a lot of mysteries here. It's not like they couldn't have done it. GPS location data from Relly's iPhone, which they had. That would have answered all the questions. Could have corroborated it or not. After all, you heard that law enforcement, in this case, went out of their way to get a search warrant to obtain GPS location data for ASAP Ill's iPhone, just to show that he was, one, near Selma Avenue and Vista Del Mar about 10:12 p.m. on November 6th. It showed that in his location data. And he was near Rocky's residence at 11:11 p.m. that night. That from Detective Flores' testimony, lest there be any confusion. The question was asked, and specifically, it's important because it showed they could have gotten GPS location data from their only witness who's not corroborated, and whose word may be a little shaky. And specifically, the T-Mobile information law enforcement obtained authorized to search Elijah Ulunger's, ASAP Ill's, his call detail records, and his GPS location. Detective Flores is correct. And the GPS location data, I should say, answer yes, okay. And those records, the GPS location data that you all were able to obtain, showed that Elijah Ulanger, ASAP Ill's cell phone was near Selma Avenue and Vista Del Mar at approximately 10:12 p.m. on November 6th. And so I believe that's correct. Question. Those records also show that Ill's, I'm just going to refer to Mr. Ill's for the purpose of moving this thing along a little bit. ASAP Ill's cell phone was near Mr. Mayor's residence at 11:11 p.m. later that night. Answer yes. Subsequently after yes. Well, what that shows you is that not only had they had the ability to do that, they in fact did it. But why just for Ill's? Why not for Relly, who claims he came back and found shell casings? That would put an end to this mystery. Was he there? Was he with his girlfriend? Was he not there? You heard again. There was no dispute, by the way, about Ills that he was at Selma, at least Del Mar and Selma that night during this. And you see him on video. And rather than looking to see where Ills was at 11:11 p.m., why didn't they use Relly's GPS data to show you where he was at 11:11 p.m.? Was that him? Was that not him? Did he ever go back at 11:45? This would have answered all your questions. Either corroborated the story or not. Would have lied to it again. It would have also shown you where those iPhone photos of the shell casings were taken. Instead, you have to take his word for it. You just have to take his word for it. Yes, they could have done it. They did it with Ills for some reason, but not for Relly. So just take his word for it. If the word of any witness ever deserved to be tested in this case, it's Relly. I mean, it's a man whose tongue is a stranger to the truth. And they could have easily corroborated his story or shown that his story was not true. They just didn't do it. I want to pause here so this really sinks in. Detective Flores told you that he wouldn't want anyone other than the police taking evidence from the scene because that could hamper and hinder an investigation. This is obviously fairly important as a detective, I asked him, you'd agree when conducting an investigation of the alleged shooting, you wouldn't want anyone who's not law enforcement removing evidence or taking evidence from the scene, right? Answer correct. Because that could tamper and hinder your investigation. Answer, it can. And that makes sense, because once evidence is contaminated, once an alleged crime scene is contaminated, there's no way to undo that. No way. You never get a second chance at it. If you want reliable information from a scene, it cannot be tampered with, it cannot be staged. If it's staged, it's useless. It's pointless to review it, because whatever you see, you have to reject. And that's exactly what Relly says he did here. And that's why it was even more important for the detectives to test his word by looking to corroborate it, but they never did that. To be clear, the prosecution just wants you to take Relly's word that he found shell casings at the scene. That's it, just take his word. After all, they presented to you nothing to corroborate it when they easily could have. And just ask yourselves, if Lydia Parker, Mr. Earl's girlfriend, could readily corroborate his claim, don't you think you would hurt from her? The fact is, Relly didn't want her anywhere near the store. Anywhere near the store. Remember when I showed him a picture of Ms. Parker, his girlfriend? And I said, is that your girlfriend? He said, I don't know.
Is this Miss Parker?
I think TV does the penthouse on, but I was disturbed by that photo. But anyway, back to more important things. What he just said was, I don't know if that's my girlfriend. I mean, just anything to tell the truth about? I don't know if that's my girlfriend. That's not, I don't know. That's either yes or no. He couldn't recognize his girlfriend, and she one point said, oh, she had makeup on. I mean, we're not talking about clown makeup, right? I mean, she literally said, I don't know if that's my girlfriend. Why lie about that? It's, aside from his name, I don't even know if that's really his name. Did he not lie about anything in this case? I mean, you know that wasn't truthful testimony. He didn't want the only person who could or couldn't corroborate his story to be anywhere near this courtroom. That's what he needed today. The judge told you, the defense does not have the burden to do anything in this case. They do. They had the burden. We don't have to prove anything. We didn't have to introduce a single piece of evidence. We didn't have to produce a witness. That's because the laws of the United States and the Constitution demand that. But as a matter of fact, we had more substantive witnesses in this case to testify than the prosecution did. We want to give you a complete picture of all the evidence because we want you to know the truth. And there's nothing to hide. Rocky did not commit a crime, not by a long shot. And we need the answer as to why they didn't show you the GPS records of Morelli when it could have shown where he actually went after the incident. From the incident, where did he go for that hour and a half? And where did he take those pictures from? That would have been important, especially if there's any question that that video may not have been shown to Morelli returning. That wasn't him returning to the scene at 11:09, 11:11. So where was he really at that time? Unfortunately, we don't ever get the image because they didn't get his GPS location information. We're just supposed to accept his word that he didn't go somewhere else to get check cases. We just have to accept it. And the judge gave you instructions on this about the credibility of witnesses, and it's in your agreement, take it back there. But it says that a witness lies to you on an important fact of the case or in his testimony. You can feel free to disregard the entire testimony of that witness, or you can just disregard that one fact and believe the rest. But he lied to you about so many crucial things. I'm not talking about his inconsistencies. Again, we'd be here until the summer. He lied about the most crucial facts in this case. You know, by the way, it's not someone who's uncomfortable around guns. You heard he owns a 9mm. He posted those pictures on the Instagram. His 9mm sticking out of his waist. He said, you heard he owns a 9mm semi-automatic. We've never seen proof or he actually obtained it. Second, he blatantly lied about his access to 9mm shell casings in Los Angeles. That's another example for truth. And that was a big one. And we have to talk about it. Spend a little time in this one because what happened there was very crucial. He lied about having access to 9mm shell casings 2 weeks before the incident on November 6th. He lied about being in Los Angeles. He lied about having access to showcases, live out shooting. I'm going to show it to you. This next episode is not even one lie or one perjury. It was like a perjury miniseries. This next one. It was unbelievable. One lie piled onto the next one, onto the next one. You got caught with that thing, went to another. It really was a glorious training. And you're going to see it. I mean, I asked him first if he fired a 9mm weapon before November 6, 2021. Sort of an important fact. Because we need to have access to the shell cases. He, as far as he said, no, absolutely not. Then I wanted to make sure, I want to almost help him give a truthful answer. I said, well, how about at a shooting range a few weeks before November 6th? He said, you fired a 9mm at a shooting range. All right, kicked him off on November 6th, 2021. He said, definitely not. I repeat that, definitely not. And he goes belligerently, he says, you heard me, definitely not. I didn't even own a firearm, he said. I only got my firearm license a year and a half later. Listen.
But soon closer to the time of the incident on November 6th of 2021. So a few weeks before November 6th, 2021. And a few weeks before, you testified that you found showcases at the scene, the showcasing. You fired 9mm weapons at a shooting range, correct? Definitely not. You heard me, definitely not. I didn't have my own. You got my own license. I didn't have it.
So you heard me. I think this. You did not like me, clearly. Well, I asked him to confirm that answer. You heard me. Well, yes, you heard me. Definitely not. I didn't even own a firearm. I only got my firearm license a year and a half later. Lies, 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 lies. And that's when we all saw the video of Mr. Efron firing a 9mm semi-automatic weapon October 19, 2021, 2 weeks before the incident on November 6th. And I pointed out to Mr. Efron, I said, what you just told this jury was that before November 6, 2021, you didn't fire any guns because you didn't have your license. And they said, no, unless I was at a shooting range. And I said to him, sir, I just asked you, were you at a shooting range? And you said, definitely not. And I asked you again. And you said, you heard me, definitely not. He just made stuff up as he went along. Look at this.
Mr. Efron, you just told the jury. I don't know what I'm doing. This is there are 200 fighting on me. What you just told this jury was that before November 6, 2021, you didn't fire any guns. You didn't have guns. You just had last time on shooting range.
I mean, you just saw his testimony, which was about 1.5 minutes earlier, where I said, was that a shooting range, please? Maybe he did that? Definitely not. Twice that. And then explain why it was definitely not, because he didn't even have his firearm license. When he got busted with the video that he didn't think anyone had, because it was not brought out on his direct force, he said, I said unless I was at a shooting range. He just thinks he can make that up in front of you. Like, he just told you definitely not at a shooting range, and then just in front of you, like, I don't know, guys. I mean, there has to be a point in time where you have to be so offended by him just looking at you guys and lying. He's took an oath. An oath. You know an oath means absolutely nothing to him. Absolutely nothing. He didn't say it. That was blatant perjury, right? And you witnessed another count of blatant perjury. But what happened in the courtroom after that, I think made it worse. After, you're going to see it, what happened. Because this was now all about, okay, so now we got him firing a gun. Don't say that yet, please. We have him firing a gun before November 6, 2021. We have him firing a 9mm. He lied about it repeatedly. And then, so after securing the date of the 9mm fire of October 19, 2021, I tried to ascertain the location of the shooting range. And the prosecution then asked for a stipulation. You're going to hear it. That the shooting range was taken outside of California. And the witness all of a sudden adopted that. Let's look at this.
And where is it? And where is it? So we have a situation on that date. On that date, this is outside.
There was this stipulation, but at the time, I believe all parties in good faith believed that the shooting range was outside of California. No one is at fault. It's what the parties believed at that time.
Well, I didn't believe anything, so I didn't know. But I'm not saying it was a fault. I'm just showing how it's played out with the witness. People are witness.
Right.
How we
The prosecution asked for a stipulation. based on what has happened so far up until this point, they believed in good faith that it was outside California. The fact that it wasn't came as a surprise, I believe everybody.
Well, that was spent on.
Everybody accounts with it.
Yeah, not that everyone counts it, I just want, let's play out how we
New Jersey is
Same objections, improper argument. That's
I explained to the jury, go ahead.
New Jersey is
Next line. Okay. Last line was not Los Angeles, or not yet. So anyway, the witness then said, at the hearing, whatever we heard in the court of the banter, he then said, well, maybe it was probably New Jersey, something like that, but it's not LA. I knew that for sure. He knew that. So, understand what just happened there. The witness, all of a sudden, after lying about all those things we just went through, and I'll repeat them again, then heard argument and said, oh, but it's not LA, it's maybe New Jersey. Because being in LA, that would have been wrong. But something happened over the weekend, little problem for this road. See, on Sunday, between 2 p.m., and he was on Friday, that was on Friday. On Sunday, between 2 p.m. and 11 p.m., someone on Twitter posted a screenshot that you saw, heard about, of a video showing Relly at the shooting range that was played before you, alongside a picture of the Los Angeles Gun Club. Locations right there. It was the same. Relly was tagged on that. Was tagged. So what does Relly do? Sometime between 2 o'clock and 2:50 that same day, immediately, he calls the prosecution and says, oh, I checked my Instagram account, and I realized I was in Los Angeles on November 19, 2021. And I realized I was at a shooting range. And what's the reason the prosecution elicited from Relly as to why he made that discovery? Well, he was going back to check his Instagram account on whether the shooting range was in Los Angeles because he wanted to correct any mistakes he made. So it's true. That's literally what he said to you. He was concerned about making a mistake, so he wanted to make sure he checked his Instagram account to see if he made any mistakes. First, like, asked him to Instagram account doesn't have anything about gun range. And he's like, that's not my Instagram. Well, aren't you Relly boss? Yeah, but okay. Okay, thanks. I guess you didn't go bother checking all his other so-called mistakes that he made. Just that one that happened at a post busting him at 2 o'clock. Within minutes, he calls the prosecutor. He was tagged on the post. Within minutes, he called the prosecutor. What a coincidence. You know, what about all the other mistakes? What exactly did you get? Capital records and universal records that you no longer can meet because of what happened here? You could have mentioned the name of anyone he met with. But he said they were on his phone. He could check his phone. Oh, there you go. He checked his phone to correct the record here. That didn't happen. How about the Miami property, Mr. Relly, that you invested in? I mean, last year, sir. You invested in Miami property. You posted on your Instagram. I guess which property in Miami did you invest in? I don't remember which property. Why? I mean, no one invests in property because you remember which one. Unless you're a gazillionaire, that doesn't matter. And he's not. And then I said, well, how much did you invest in the property? I don't remember. You need to go back and check that. So remember that, just remember that one, how that all played out here when considering his credibility. Relly told you, just like that. There's so many things in Miami property thing that was just nonsense. But this was horrific. He got caught live. It's maybe New Jersey, definitely not LA. I went back and checked, it's definitely LA. That's clear perjury. So you know he didn't check his Instagram account, wanted to correct a mistake about whether the shooting range was in LA. That wasn't truthful testimony. You see him testify in this courtroom. The witness who told you when he said definitely not, he was committing perjury because that was his then answer. He cleared that up. I'll show you this in a second. When he said definitely not to me, I questioned him. I said, you said definitely not. Because then he got busted with the Twitter thing. And he said, well, yeah, I just made that up because I didn't want to answer any of my questions, any of your questions anymore. He literally said to you, he just lied under oath on a very important fact, like what he had access to, not knowing the showcases, because he was tired of answering my questions. I just don't lie to you.
No, that's one on this topic. It's correct. Just 3 minutes ago. Okay. Okay. Yes, I did. Okay. Say yes. Yes. Did you look like you were confused by that question? And what you said, definitely not. And to be honest, I just wanted to stop talking to you.
So, do you look like you were confused by that question when you said you was confused by that all of a sudden now? When you said definitely not, I didn't shoot a 9mm at a shooting range before November 6th, definitely not. So you look like you're confused, that's just, to be honest, everybody, there's a watershed moment. To be honest with you, I just want to stop talking to you, so I just said, Jesus. Yeah, just give my 30 million and let's get this over with. He just told him to perjure himself. But you should believe him without corroboration. And we all know he wasn't here, for instance, that minute after that post that he was heading on. He called the DA. He called because he knew what was coming the next day on Monday morning. He knew it was coming. And that's what the prosecution wanted to correct that mistake. I'll hold that. Let me move on. But again, that is not a minor factor in this case. That's not a minor factor. It's not a thing. This is like, whether this so-called victim, Tyrell Efron, had access to 9mm shell casings just a few weeks before Penso found 2 9mm shell casings in Los Angeles. Yes, he did in the same city. He had access to in the same city. Here's the funny thing about facts. Facts won't get in his way. But the funny thing about facts is this, as John Adams once said, one of my favorite quotes. John Adams said, facts are stubborn things, and whatever may be our wishes, our inclinations, or the dictates of our passions, they cannot alter the state of facts and evidence. And you cannot alter the state of facts and evidence, no matter what Relly tells you, no matter how you want to interpret this testimony, no matter what they say. So with this evidence, ask yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, did Relly first lie to you about going to a shooting range where he had access to 9mm shell casings, and then lie to you again about having access to those 9mm shell casings here in Los Angeles? I mean, why would he do that? Why would he lie about those two things? There'd be no reason for him to lie about that unless it was to cover up something about those 9mm shell casings he claims he recovered. No reason to lie about that. You know exactly what happened, why he lied about it. As the police found when they got there, there was no shell casings there. It was he had a cop gun. He had a cop gun, as unimpeached witnesses told you. And he claims that he got these shell casings from the scene an hour and whatever later, half later. And then he held them for 2 days, gave it to the police 2 days later, when his extortion attempts failed. One thing's clear, the prosecution has not proven beyond reasonable doubt that Relly did not get those shell casings from somewhere other than the scene. They did not prove that beyond reasonable doubt. And that's enough. That's beyond the fact that Relly had access to shell casings in Los Angeles now that we know what you lied about. The prosecution presented no evidence, zero evidence whatsoever, trying to corroborate Relly's claim that he actually found those shell casings at the scene. None. Not Lydia Parker, not GPS location data, stuff that would have done it pretty quickly, pretty easily. Not video. Relly first said that it was fake. I showed him that video. It was fake. He didn't think anyone knew we had those videos of him at firing range. By the way, we're not like master investigators. We're just on his phone. We just looked at every single thing on his phone. They had to. They gave us. We didn't hear about that on his direct testimony. It would have been something to bring out to deal with. That wasn't brought out. If we didn't cross-examine, we never would have known he was in Los Angeles 2 weeks before. 9 of those shell casings popping back into his head as he's firing. And he lied about it, perjured himself. There's only one reason to lie about that. Heard about the magazine. I'm going to get that magazine. But Block 43, Mr. Chris Long spent a lot of time on today. And there was no effort made to test. Now, you heard the judge instruct that 2 weeks, I think 3 weeks ago now, he instructed there'll be no testing on that. 3 weeks ago. Right after the trial started. 3 weeks ago. No testing. Here, going forward. Great. That's January 2025. What about 2021? 2022? Well, not 2021, because they were covering 2022, to be fair. 2022, 2023, 2024. 3 years they had to take that magazine that they recovered and test it to the bullets recovered. They didn't do that. Instead, they spent their efforts having a ballistics expert come in, show you a very nice PowerPoint presentation, which in the end proved only that the shell casings possibly, there's a word again, possibly came from an aftermarket slide for a firearm frame that could possibly have been compatible with the Glock 43, or not possible. I mean, literally, that was the import of that testimony. Possibly could have come from an aftermarket slide for a firearm frame that could have possibly, this is his testimony, possibly been compatible with the Glock 43 magazine, or possibly not. That was the ballistics expert's testimony. Possibly or possibly not is definitely not proof beyond reasonable doubt. In any event, Lewin told you that the Glock 43 magazine was his. He explained why it was his. Whether they want to mock him, mock his answer, he was in Rocky's house after they then go to shooting range. He told you he had bought it, he owned the Glock 42. And magazines are stored all next to each other, 42s, 43s, and all that stuff. Lewin told you. I don't know anything about this stuff personally. But he went to the store to buy accessories. He mistakenly grabbed a Glock 43 magazine because they're all different models of Glock. The magazines are all stored together, so he thought he didn't realize it until he tried to load it at Rocky's house in preparation to go to a shooting range. And then when his .380 caliber Glock 42 ammunition didn't fit, he tried 9mm ammunition from his Smith & Wesson, which he did from his testimony. And because that magazine didn't fit any of his firearms, he left it at Rocky's house. Why? Why not return it? He told you. It was over an hour away from where he purchased it. It would cost more in gas than $20 it cost for that magazine. But one thing you know, despite all the questions from the prosecution, Mr. Lewin, they did absolutely nothing to refute or contradict his testimony. Absolutely nothing. Because it's true. I mean, at one point, he told you that magazine was never used. He told you it was never used. The newspapers back, he had all the evidence with you. But the reason he told you it was never used, he just got a picture that he looked at it. There's not a scratch on this thing. It's a piece of plastic. It's a cheap piece of plastic. That's why it costs $20. He told you it was never used because if you put this into a steel gun, a Glock, this is going to scratch.
There's no evidence to support that.
No evidence. This is pure. It's virgin, as Lewin said. There's no scratches on this thing. It's brand new. And they had 3 years to test it. 3 years to test this. They didn't do it. Not only did they not connect really shell casings to the magazine in Rocky's house, they didn't connect those shell casings to Rocky himself. And that's good. You heard that law enforcement submitted those shell casings for fingerprint analysis and found absolutely none on there. And I asked the guy before, so you could find fingerprints on a piece of metal, right? It's pretty easy to say yes. So they submitted Rocky's fingerprints for fingerprint analysis against the shell casings, and they found none. So they tried to make excuses for that, because that's another fact that's not good. So they tried to make excuses, like, Kevin bullets. You show this one recovered. Claimed to be recovered at the scene, by the way, at 11:45. There's no GPS navigation. Anyway, they claim, Paper Florida said, yes, you do get fingerprints. My fingerprints are all this right now. Okay. He said, yes, you'll get fingerprints on a shell casing, small, it's empty, it's fortunate. But then they said, well, could there be a reason why you would get fingerprints? And he said, yeah, there could be. So that's one of that was, yes, rain, water, cars, and even wind. Imagine that. Maybe wind wiped the fingerprints off the shell casing. So now my fingerprints are on this thing. Oh, there goes my fingerprints. Are you kidding me? Wind? Wind, not the fingerprint off the shell casing. That's an excuse. It's not a fact. There was one other explanation by Paper Flores that makes a lot more sense. He said, well, human contamination, like someone wiping fingerprints off the shell casings, that could do it. And you know that after those shell casings were, yes. Alex, now where am I? All right, hold on. Recontamination. The detective said that recontamination, like someone wiping fingerprints off the shell casing back into it. And you know that after those shell casings were fired, the only person with an incentive to wipe the thing would have been Lewin before he gave to the police. Just like he wiped his home thing of threatening messages to Rocky. We'll get to that. They didn't bring that out. We had. So Lewin wants you to believe his fingerprints weren't on them because he supposedly went to Dunkin' Donuts to get a bag to pick them up with. And you know that's not true. There's no Dunkin' Donuts open at 11 p.m. at night, especially during COVID.
Objection suspended, objection suspended.
Well, you decide if that testimony is correct.
There's no testimony.
No, there's that.
This is sustained about when Dunkin' Donuts are open until.
That's
The
not.
jury's job is to decide the credibility of the witnesses, including all testimony that is given by that witness.
So here's what the witness said, and it's your job to decide. Thank you. He said, I went to Dunkin' Donuts at 11 o'clock at night, got a paper bag from Dunkin' Donuts at 11 o'clock at night in Hollywood. And that's the bag I used to put the bullets in that had no fingerprints on it. You determine the credibility of that statement. He can't even told you that. You also heard that law enforcement took Rocky's DNA. They actually took his DNA, despite Detective Flores saying that DNA was necessary as part of their investigation. He had to swear that to a judge. They never compared it to the shell casings or even the magazine recovered at Rocky's house. That might help. They didn't do that. For that matter, you know that Relly's 9mm shell casings were different than the 9mm shell cartridges found in that magazine. You've seen that before times. Completely different brands. The ones in the Relly said he found were Federal cartridges. Levin's cartridges were made by 6 Hour. Completely different. Again, on that point, you heard the magazine was never used, was fully loaded, meaning 2 cartridges were not missing from it, but they were different bullets anyway, so it doesn't matter. Less than any question that block magazine in Rocky's house was not the magazine seen in the video on November 6, 2021. All you have to do is look at your eyes. All you have to do is look at your eyes. So after this part, I think we can stop, but let me just go through this last thing. The Glock magazine seen in the video is different. The Glock magazine recovered, which we just showed you actually, is a Glock 43 and it's black. Black, that's the magazine. The magazine that you're going to see in Rocky's prop gun on November 6th was not black. It was extended, as Lewin told you, to look more intimidating because it was a little thing, Glock. And if you look at it, you're going to see what it was. But don't forget, Trubby and Lou both said, and the prosecution sort of mocked it somehow in their summation. They said, oh, conveniently, they both identified the belt and the extended magazine. So they both could identify, the thing. They conveniently came up with these 2 different things that would be able to say it was the same prop gun. Not conveniently. Look at the picture. That's what it was. Lou put it together and probably saw it. That's the magazine. Okay, I know we're doing it now. Okay. That's the, we'll use that point again, your arm. That's 2 on the screen. Yeah. So, on screen. Everyone see here? No, okay. Anyway, that's the magazine recovered. Here's the prop gun. I'm going to try and do this where. How about now? We good? All right. That little thing at the end is the belt clip. That's a clip. And that's what Lou Levin described. Here's what you see. This thing, this clear, silvery looking thing, is the extended magazine that Lou Levin described, that 12B described. It's part of this block prop gun, and it's an extended magazine. So it makes this thing look bigger, and they both described it as clear. This is the first time, because if you play this in real time, you'll never see that thing. We stopped it. And so here is the magazine, the extended magazine, to make this thing look bigger, and it's clear. It's not that. It's clear. Okay.
Great. Yeah, folks, we'll resume at 9 tomorrow. Please don't discuss the case amongst yourself or anybody else. We'll see you tomorrow at 9. 9 a.m.
Man, look like this, we done for the day. Look like we done for the day. Is we? Or they gonna cry some more? There might be some little more crying. So let's see, guys. Let's see if they're gonna do some crying, guys. We got 227 people. Shout out to X. We're going crazy on X. Family, gang, what's good? We're going crazy on X. Hey, man, free Rocky, man. This whole case is a damn sham. Why's the prosecutor do some crime? Where he been hypothetical all day?
All right, see you all tomorrow.
Oh, they ain't gonna do no crime. They ain't gonna do no crime. Nah, they ain't gonna do no crime. He ain't gonna do no crime. Prosecutor ain't gonna do no crime today. Hey, man, what's good? He ain't gonna do no crying today, man. He been crying all day, man. Damn, free my boy ASAP, man. We got a whole lot more shit to be worried about than a motherfucker who they punched the ground. I believe he beat up ears. I believe he was out there trying to bully them because he's bigger than all three of them. They all short. You know what I'm saying? He was out there bullying them. And he followed them and ran up on them. He had to know his fate. Who the hell run up on somebody with a real gun unless you on some coke or something? I probably did back in the day, back in my day. I was wild. Like, even if I ain't had, I probably would have tried. I ain't think he was in you. So he probably thought that was pussy. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't a real gun. I don't believe it's a real gun. Cause his ass wouldn't have no damn scratch. He would have had a damn face missing. Like, what? Let my partner go. Boom. You wouldn't be able to do that. Why would no, bro? Not finna let you know. Cause the hell? Somebody using for a shield. That's some shit he came when his lawyer came up with that. What kind of victim you know who just got shot at? Don't try to. The Rocky ran off. He right there still, and they cut the camera. The police stopped the camera at a certain time. You feel what I'm saying? They could have cleaned. They could have got way more better footage there. Look at the body cams. You mean to tell me they ain't got more better footage than that? Like, man, I'm definitely voting not guilty. I would love to hear y'all thoughts on that. Cause this is like, man, I don't know. Rihanna sitting there like, what the hell going on? Hey, shout out to the Fendi gang. Hey, yeah, Fendi gang, stand up. Free Rocky. Like, man, they got some beautiful kids. I'm praying for their family, man. They got some beautiful kids. Got some beautiful kids, man. But this is a travesty of the court system, man. This is a travesty. This prosecutor need to be out of here. And Donald Trump, I hope you're watching, Trump. Get these type of prosecutors out here. These type of prosecutors remind me of what the hell Hillary Clinton did to us back in the 90s. And it's like we forgot about it. But damn, that crime bill, Lord, this is the type of shit that they do right here. You playing like you really, why they ain't get no specialists? They ain't want to waste the money on a forensic analyst. It was a damn cop. They ain't get no damn specialist. What a defect set. That bullet had to go somewhere, go up, it must come down. So jurors, I don't know. The jurors probably watch the internet. Everybody know that shit, man. Ain't no way you ain't seen this case. That's why I'm like, man, this crazy. Like the word, like if you big time celebrity, you're not going to get a fair trial unless you got the biggest lawyers and the politicians in your pocket. So we were like, damn, how the hell they don't go to jail? They had a red handed. They might have had a murder weapon in their damn hand. They'll get off. That's crazy, man. But man, yeah, man, I feel like that dude was jealous. He ain't got no talent. And you know what I'm saying? You know, come on, cuz, he just there, you know what I'm saying? He just there. He doing all that flexing. Why didn't they call his girlfriend to say that, oh yeah, we went back and found the bullet? He said his girlfriend was with him when he went back and picked up the shells. After the police left, the police got there 15 minutes after the shooting happened. And they were standing in the same spot that the altercation happened in, and they couldn't find the bullets. So you mean to tell me he waited an hour, 15 minutes? Somebody came back on that video with a white t-shirt, but he said he went back at 11:45. They don't have the GPS. They took the GPS of Eel's phone, and that's weird. But yeah, nobody got to talk to the police. Prosecutor, quit trying to tell me why nobody ain't. Y'all already locked them up. Why the hell I want to talk to the police? They already made your mind up. The fuck, we don't talk to the police, bro. We talk to the lawyers. They what the United States Constitution say. We talk to the lawyers. We ain't got to do no talking. Remember that. Whoever watching this, man, don't do no talking. You can't talk your way out of shit when it's dealing with the police. Quit thinking you can talk your way out of shit, bro. You talk your way into more shit. Because what you say and what you do can be used in court of law. Just remember that. You see what I'm saying? They got this dude on the stand lying like a motherfucker. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I was in Jersey at a shooting range. I would remember if I was at a shooting range in LA. I'm not from Jersey. The hell, I remember that. But you know, the internet, shout out to whoever got his ass on Twitter. Shout out to whoever did that. Shout out to them. Yeah, man, cause the struggle screaming is real. You feel me? Now that I don't know her name, but she that's powerful. Didn't even see that, man. That's powerful, man. Like, and I just hate to see this right here, man. This is a waste of judicial money. That's why I'm like, Elon, get her ass up out of there. Trump, Doge, get this motherfucker, get that damn prosecutor up out of there, man. Cause imagine what he would do to somebody who unrepresented. He tried to make that man plea out for probation, but now he take the man to trial. If it's not serious enough to go to jail about, fuck probation, throw that shit out. If you ain't feel like it was serious enough to go to jail about, it would offer this man probation. So y'all gonna just try to milk the man for money and restrict you. Sometimes non-violent crime don't deserve probation. Give me a damn fine, and you know what I'm saying, move the hell on. Keep fucking people record up for non-violent crimes. That's just my take on it. You know what I'm saying? This is my take, man. But yeah, let's see, man. You know how we go kick it. You know how we go kick it. Y'all know how we kick it. Let's see. Let me see. Gonna play some on the way out the door. Y'all know how we kick it. Yeah, little throwback. Yeah, man, we've been on here about 2 hours, man. Yeah, I need y'all to see y'all put in the chat, not guilty or guilty. How y'all feel? I want to take a little survey. Yeah, not guilty and not guilty. I mean, guilty and not guilty. And not guilty. I forgot we had that thing on speed. We had that thing on that speed demon. Boy, that thing was that speed demon. That thing was on that speed demon. Swerve up on the road, swerve up on these niggas. I be swerving, I be high, I be crumping, I be rolling, I be cheating, I be smoking, I be swerving. Swerve up on the road, swerve up on these niggas. Swerve up on the road, and I be swerving, you be sleep, you be talking, I just creep. BHP, ICE, all you need, I think it different. Then I introduce you to this desert nigga bitch. Dropping hollow tips up on your head, I call it eagle shit. Leave you with a hoe that cannot fix, I call it bleeding bitch. Popping locks and kicking doors so that can be the shit. One hand on the stunning wheel, swerving, can't you see the whip? Whipping blocks and power spots, shawty, that's the water whip. Yeah, that's the water whip. I be swerving on these niggas. Swerve up on the mode, I be swerve on these niggas. I be swerve up on the mode, I be swerve on these niggas. Swerve up on the mode, and I be swerving, I be high, and I be crunk when I be rolling, I be cheap when I be smoking, I be swerving. Swerve up on the mode, I be swerve up on these niggas. Swerve up on the mode, I be swerve up on these niggas, and I be swerving, I be high, and I be crunk when I be rolling, I be cheap when I be smoking, I be swerving. Swerve up on the mode, I be swerve up on these niggas. Swerve up on the mode, I be swerve up on these niggas. So don't you fucking choke, cause I exit flip. And I got an exit flip to make your body lean and rock. Watch the chopper make your body stop. This son of shit right here gon' make your mama heart stop. Call the cops, body drop. Call the fucking paramedics, west side swerving here. All you eat take over, no matter if y'all live. I might have you disrespect, I might have this whip from west. 5 up top, put 5 up in your belly. Yo, this shit right here is there. YT is what I wear. Take your pump for this right here. You'll be swerving to the left. Don't let me catch you by yourself. Cause your ass gon' need some help. Talking all that bullshit. When that thing up on my belt. And that face is all I felt. Be on fire, can't you tell? All I fire is you sell. West side bottom, what I yell. I be swerving, I be cheaping.
be swerving, I be cheating. Hey, I bring the hell. I be swerving on the road, I be swerving on these niggas. Swerve up on the road, I be swerving on these niggas. I be swerving on the road, I be swerving on these niggas. Swerve up on the road, I be swerving on these niggas. And I be swerving, I be high, and I be crumping, I be rolling, I be cheaping, I be smoking, I be swerving, swerving, swerving. Swerve up on the road, I be swerving up on these niggas. Swerve up on the road, I be swerving up on these niggas. I be swerving, I be high, and I be crumping, I be rolling, I be cheaping, I be smoking, I be swerving, swerving, swerving. Swerve. Food eating peanut butter off the spoon. Yeah. Food eating peanut butter off the spoon. No food eating peanut butter off the spoon. No food eating peanut butter off the spoon. Man, I want a goddamn peanut butter. Fuck, I'm eating the Peter Pan of the gel. God damn. Crunchy kind. Cross. Taliban nigga. Terrorized. No food, eating peanut butter off a spoon. Without $1, I vanilla butter for a tool. I used to trap before and after and during school. I remember drive-bys in the afternoon. No food, eating peanut butter off a spoon. Without $1, I vanilla butter for a tool. I used to trap before and after and during school. I remember drive-bys in the afternoon. I ain't never had a tool in case a nigga jumping. I just always had a tool in case a nigga dumping. Peanut butter on a spoon and I prefer to crunch it. Chip on my shoulder, on my back, I had a fucking monkey. Don't smile a lot cause I ain't happy or ain't shit funny. No pot to piss and bitches still want shit from it. Pay the cars I was dealt, gin rummy. Got a problem, I put 10 up in here, tummy.
Hey, y'all, I got some deliveries today. What y'all doing? I got a little iron for sale. What is this? I want 250. I got 2.
Kind of poor, mama broke, never been bumming. Living life like a phone call, getting money. I'm just so outgoing for that incoming. Nigga better ask his bitch, boy, I been coming. Nigga better ask his clique, how I been dumbing. I do this shit for the snatchers that been crumbing. And them little badass bastards that been hungry. They talking, I'ma get the poppin' if it pop off. And off the motherfucking world, you get dropped off. They think I roll by his hood, not this block off. Knocked the meat up out his taco, his top off. Would've thought I was in the trap, I got my rocks off. Had crossed his ass, thought my name was Hot Sauce. You ain't never heard about a fight that crossed off. And that nigga probably dead if he cross. No food, eating peanut butter off a spoon. Without $1, I vanilla butter for a tool. I used to trap before and after and during school. I remember drive-bys in the afternoon. No food, eating peanut butter off a spoon. Without $1, I vanilla butter for a tool. I used to trap before and after and during school. I remember drive-bys in the afternoon. I ain't never had a tool cause I was fucking scared. I just always had a tool, didn't want to end up dead. Peanut butter on the spoon, but where the fuck the bread? You might get tested in the street, you gotta keep some lead. Broad day, straight bullet pass by your head. Ain't gonna call myself no killer, I'm right there on the edge. He died, got shot. They don't really give a fuck, he young, black with dreads. Peanut butter on the spoon, yeah, that Peter Pan. We couldn't even step outside without that heating hand. Dead partner on our shirt, screaming, free my man. I got love for my brothers, they can't understand me. Even if my nigga winning, I might still Japan. We ain't fucking with no snitches, zero tolerance. You gon' end up in the ground or in the ambulance. Roll the dice, lose your life, boy, you gambling. No food, eating peanut butter off a spoon. Without $1, I vanilla butter for a tool. I used to trap before and after and during school. I remember drive-bys in the afternoon. Taliban, Taliban, Taliban. Taliban, everything, Taliban. Good. Yeah. Couple hundred. Used to think that shit was real money. Couple hundred, used to think that shit was real money. Real money, real money. Couple hundred, used to think that shit was real money. That big man, I'm on my waist, I wanna kill something. Super thick, titties big, bitch, you still ugly. Even though I ain't shit, these bitches still love me. If my nigga was still here, he'd be still thugging. If my hood was still standing, that bitch be still jumping. Still busting. Still thugging, still jumping, yeah, we still busting. Couple hundred, that big magnum on my waist. If they don't catch me in an accident, ain't no case. Don't play with me, it's hide and seek, but ain't no bait. I'm gonna put you in the box or in the vase, and this big Glock ain't got no face. It John Travolta take his face. Some days believe I wasn't gonna eat Amazing Grace. Gotta choose, make a choice, ain't got a chance, then create it. They told me they took it, I just hope they was mistaken. A pill I couldn't swallow, I had to take it like the Matrix. I'm gonna turn this place into Cap Crystal Lake and I'll be Jason. So much anger in me, I must let it out cause I am raging. Remember we went robbing in the valley that created, watching Blue Avenue, I swear that movie drove us crazy. Learned the lesson, don't trust anyone and everybody shake. Getting $200 when you're younger, think you made it. If you never had nothing, then that money what you craving. Couple hundred, used to think that shit was real money. That big man, I'm on my waist, I wanna kill something. Super thick, titties big, bitch, you still ugly. Even though I ain't shit, these bitches still love me. If my nigga was still here, he'd be still thugging. If my hood was still standing, that bitch be still jumping. Still busting. Still thugging, still jumping, yeah, we still busting. Let her titties grow, now she thinks she ain't no hoe. Ain't no weed up in the air, but she gon' blow that bitch on go. Tried to X, now she eating Molly and she toot the snow. She just started, ain't gon' toot that little dog home and she a pro. And she sucked the dick, while she doing porn, you ain't know. And like she ain't black, she said she from Puerto Rico. I done tried to kill niggas right in front of ass though. 15-1 in the chamber, had to let that 9 go. To respect my mind, I'm looking forward where my mind go. I just fucking lost it, I guess that's what it was time for. Yo little hood crunk, but my shit was jumping time for. Know you bottom boy, I let them know. Couple hundred, used to think that shit was real money. That big man, I'm on my waist, I wanna kill something. Super thick, titties big, bitch, you still ugly. Even though I ain't shit, these bitches still love me. If my nigga was still here, he'd be still thugging. If my hood was still standing, that bitch be still jumping. Still busting. Still thugging, still jumping, yeah, we still busting. Couple hundred, used to think that shit was real money. That big man, I'm on my waist, I wanna kill something. Super thick, titties big, bitch, you still ugly. Even though I ain't shit, these bitches still love me. If my nigga was still here, he'd be still thugging. If my hood was still standing, that bitch be still jumping. Still busting. Still thugging, still jumping, yeah, we still busting. Couple hundred.
Aspiring YouTubers and entrepreneurs, we will help you start and monetize.
I got a slew. Free throwing this motherfucker.
Shout out my boy Free Throw. Check him out on YouTube, Instagram.
You know I'm slow when I stay in the lady. Know I'm a nimble, these niggas be shady. I'm number one like I'm Tracy McGrady. Pull out that heater, go baby, I'm baby. Rather be rich, I don't wanna be famous. You want publicity, nigga, then bring it. Put you on the shirt, you were looking for clout. You was speaking my name, now it's about to get dangerous. You know I'm slow when I stay in the lady. Know I'm a nimble, these niggas be shady. I'm number one like I'm Tracy McGrady. Pull out that heater, go baby, I'm baby. Rather be rich, I don't wanna be famous. You want publicity, nigga, then bring it. Put you on the shirt, you were looking for clout. You was speaking my name, now it's about to get get dangerous. I got a slew, I'm with the mood, don't nobody move, I'm making it famous. I got a book and I got on hook, they were looking for cookies, I got it from Amos. I'm a gorilla, no way you can tame me. You came for my pain, it's hard to maintain it. I fought with my brothers and that's who I came with. No matter the hood, ain't no game when we banging. I leave you blue for a couple blue Franklin. That nigga sweet, we go lick him and thank him. I'm from the bottom, like stuck in the basement. Bitch, I'm from Charlotte, you know we be blanking. We in the playoffs, you niggas be tanking. Hope you understand, hope you understood. I speak for the hood like I'm big Reagan. They tryna fad, but they really flaking. I'm number one like I'm Tracy McGrady. Number two, cause I'm sharp as a razor. Hop on the beat and I ride like a razor. You in the cooler, but don't know the flavor. Throw him in the lake, now he's signed to the Lakers. I'm like Eric Payton, they call me the glug. I show you no love, a nigga be hating. I got some snares, so I'm shooting slug, and I hold a grudge, cause it could get dangerous. On West Boulevard, these niggas die hard. Don't get out the way, better get out the door. For they be in your bushes, they be in your yard. Like bosses, them hitters go come out the door. Like Bubba, you know all my niggas go spar. We hustle, we eat, and we never go starve. Break your mama heart, I'ma sit on the guard. You know I'm slew when I stay in the lady. Know I'm in them, but these niggas be shady. I'm number one like I'm Tracy McGrady. Pull out that heater, go baby on baby. Rather be rich, I don't wanna be famous. You want publicity, nigga, then bring it. But you on the shirt, you were looking for clout, you was speaking my name, now it's about to get dangerous. You know I'm slew when I stay in the lady. Know I'm in them, but these niggas be shady. I'm number one like I'm Tracy McGrady. Pull out that heater, go baby on baby. Rather be rich, I don't wanna be famous. You want publicity, nigga, then bring it. But you on the shirt, you were looking for clout, you was speaking my name, now it's about to get dangerous. Speaking my name, but put that on your game. What is your set? What the fuck do you claim? One step for nothing, that nigga too lame. Pop up on super, they call me the main. I don't know Lord, but I'm in the Lincoln. I kinda been drinking, I'm swerving too lane. I'm from the west, I'm not talking the coast. I'm from the south, we be doing the most. I came from nothing, I really ain't stunting. My way, we gon' pull up and have us a toast. I really ain't cuffing, I'm really not bluffing. But when she with free throw, I'm driving the boat. I got a wave and these niggas can't float. I got a hustle and I got a float. Hop in that pussy, she know I'm a roll. Hop out that pussy, then go on the throat. I'm too official, I know how it go. But you in the game, you can call me the coach. Smoking on stick, I feel like a hippie. No, I ain't crippin', but I know some low. Bitch, I'm from Charlotte, 704. Never been feeling, so watch your approach. I want to smoke, nigga, even the roast. I want to smoke, nigga, even the clip. Feel like my team want a championship. And if a nigga, I'm sending the blitz. If you try to run, you get hit with the steel. No baby, what they gon' be all in your crib. No baby, she sucking me up with no bib. I'm trying to get rich without signing a deal. Move out the track, get a house on no hill. No, I'm in them, but they shady for real. You know I'm slew when I stay in the lady. No, I'm in them, but these niggas be shady. I'm number one like I'm Tracy McGrady. Pull out that heater, go baby on baby. Rather be rich, I don't wanna be famous. You want publicity, nigga, then bring it. But you on the shirt, you were looking for clout, you was speaking my name, now it's about to get dangerous. You know I'm slew when I stay in the lady. No, I'm in them, but these niggas be shady. I'm number one like I'm Tracy McGrady. Pull out that heater, go baby on baby. Rather be rich, I don't wanna be famous. You want publicity, nigga, then bring it. But you on the shirt, you were looking for clout, you was speaking my name, now it's about to get dangerous.
Not just anyone can serve.
Fuck all that capping like you bout that action, bitch. You ain't about none of that. Rapping about trapping like you really trapping, bitch. You ain't about none of that.
I got Empire started.
Don't miss me with
All
gossip, bitch. You ain't about
platforms.
none of that. If it's up, then it's stuck. Ain't no reason to duck, little bitch. You ain't about none of that. None of that, none of that. None of that, none of that. Fuck them, then cut them, the bitch. I don't care about none of that. None of that, none of that. None of that, none of that. Business is business, man. Fuck how you feel. I don't care about none of that. Fuck out your feelings. I don't care about none of that. Bitch, we still in the trap with that pack trying to make the bitch jump like a jumper jack. In the field till I'm killed, trying to run up them yard, man. I feel like a running back. Trying to fix up a miss over dealing no dip, cross that line, ain't no coming back. Make a movie, you send a match. Bitch, I'm lit, you can't pick a match. Have a P on me now, bitch, I'm trapping like just keep your mind where your business at. He a bitch, man, he been a rat. That's your man, how real is that? Cut his throat, fuck his hoe, now he be calling my phone, say, little nigga, come get her back. Burning this gas while spilling this boy like I just left a motor running. I told her I'm coming, she opened her mouth, she must want to throw the something. No time for relationship, baby, don't trip, cause they really ain't nothing. Forever rich bitch, ain't no reason to switch, so let's stick to the subject. I'm trying to double my doses up so I won't hug her bud. I don't care about no feelings, just deal it, don't tell me you love me, just love. I got it on low, bitch, I'm back on the clock, so you know how we come. Bitch, it ain't nothing if it ain't about money, that ain't no discussion. Fuck all that capping like you about that action, bitch, you ain't about none of that. Rapping about trapping like you really trapping, bitch, you ain't about none of that. Pillow talking and flaunting, don't miss me with gossip, bitch, we ain't about none of that. If it's up, then it's stuck, ain't no reason to duck, little bitch, you ain't about none of that. None of that, none of that. None of that, none of that. Fuck them, then cut them, the bitch, I don't care about none of that. None of that, none of that. None of that, none of that. Business is business, man. Fuck how you feeling. I don't care about none of that. None of that, not at all. You can't put this trust in these niggas. Gotta watch what you say, cause they gossip like gossip. That's why I don't fuck with these niggas. Lay your head on the pillow as niggas. But you hollering about fuck all these hoes. These niggas is bitches, they do what these bitches do. I guess they playing they role. I don't care about none of that shit that you hollering about, swearing I'm this and I'm that. Your bitch do the same when I fuck from the back. She keep hollering I'm this and I'm that. Don't get too comfortable, baby. Come play with this bass. It ain't no strings attached. She started off basic, then turned to a net. When I fuck, I might rip out a trash. When I'm turned, they don't like how I act. Watch my walk, man. I feel just like Mac. Pussy bitch, yeah, I'm back on they ass. If I shop, bitch, I'm all about a bag. Reading week, man, I'm fresh out of mag. Fuck a drip, bitch, just watch how I drag. Shorty blank, got these bitch niggas mad. By this bank, it been like that's his class. Finish first, never coming in last. Smash the gas while I look in the rear. Steady fight with the man in the mirror. Wipe his eyes so we see crystal clear. At the top, man, I feel like the tear. Dropping brand new flavor in your ear. I don't care about none of that shit that you holler about, bitch. I'm the man of the year. Fuck all that capping like you about that action, bitch. You ain't about none of that. Rapping about trapping like you really trapping, bitch. You ain't about none of that. Pillow talking and flaunting. Don't miss me with gossip, bitch. We ain't about none of that. If it's up, then it's stuck. Ain't no reason to duck, little bitch. You ain't about none of that. None of that, none of that. None of that, none of that. Fuck them, then cut them, little bitch. I don't care about none of that. None of that, none of that. None of that, none of that. Business is business, man. Fuck how you feeling. I don't care about none of that.
This my boy J.O.G. This J.O.G. right here, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and shit. My boy, run his shit up. This nigga hard now. He coming out of Charlotte. J.O.G. right here, man. Make sure y'all like. He coming out of Charlotte. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Let's take it there.
I ain't got no love for these niggas or bitches. I can't go back to my trenches. If I do, then I'm back on the block with it. Chasing the check till I start living. Don't mention my name, I am not in it. I'm still the same bitch, I'm not different. All in it, yeah. I ain't got no love. All the shit that I've been through, I just heal my pain with all these drugs. I'ma call on my phone at night, thinking about me, wondering where I was. She thinking I'm out here doing some shit, or I'm out here with my thugs. Hey, I've been on my own shit, back to back like old shit. Yeah, you know I be on it, ain't the type of nigga to be on whole shit. Me and all my niggas, we was jugging on that kick of dough shit. If you ain't my nigga, you ain't come up with us, you ain't bro now. No, this the life of a thug, and I never show no love. Hey, this the life of a thug, and I never show no love. I ain't got no love for these niggas or bitches. I can't go back to my trenches. If I do, then I'm back on the block with it. Chasing the check till I start living. Don't mention my name, I am not in it. I'm still the same bitch, I'm not different. All in it, yeah. I'ma just thug it for real. I'm tryna eat, get a meal. Yeah, that's for real. Just want a house on the hill. That's just how I wanna live. Yeah, that's for real. You know I'm straight out the field. You know it's kill or be killed. Yeah, that's for real. But I'm a part of this, and I swear I didn't deal with the hardest shit. She got easy right now, it was harder than. I'ma finish whatever I started in. Made it straight out my hood, I was starving it. Bitch, I stay on my team, no, I never let. Can't go out like no sin, no, it's never that. Ain't no point in me going, I ain't going back to the same shit I've been through and hold it back. I can't be up in the midst, so I'm falling back. I'm with all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no love for no nigga. Got no love for no bitch, still screaming fuck a nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying this some real shit. It'll be kill shit. Yeah. I ain't got no love for these niggas or bitches. I can't go back to my trenches. If I do, then I'm back on the block with it. Chasing the check till I start living. Don't mention my name, I am not in it. I'm still the same bitch, I'm not different. All in it, yeah. I ain't got no love for these niggas or bitches. I can't go back to my trenches. If I do, then I'm back on the block with it. Chasing the check till I start living. Don't mention my name, I am not in it. I'm still the same bitch, I'm not different. All in it, yeah.
was back in the 7 before 21 Savage came out, so you know my shit is official. All of your niggas to see it defend, they gon' show it they not really with you. I know these niggas don't try to take my head on my shoulder, so I gotta ride that pistol. You say you don't fuck with me, nigga, we'll pull up on and got some shit that's gon' handle your issue. I know that bitch is a flipper, the way she suck dick in the middle of the night made me miss her. I fuck on bitches who pretty in person, I don't give a fuck about no bitch in the picture. Y'all niggas talk with that gutter, but not from that gutter, y'all niggas just wanna get rich. The way I came out of that gutter, these niggas look at me like I was the pick of the litter. These niggas rapping my jugging and robbing like they was some killers, but them niggas lying. I did some shit with some niggas who wasn't my niggas, that's how I got hit with that time. Don't give a fuck about you cutting that 30, my nigga did chopping no regular iron. We slide through and hang out the window, inside your neck and your chest bullets rip out the spine. Rule number one, if you beef with a nigga, you slide back to back to that little nigga lead. You cut the end out the shot and then send out a shot, but it spread like a fucking disease. I cannot lie, I can't fuck with no nigga who fuck with an op and I put it on beat. If a nigga want smoke, we gon' burn that little nigga to ashes and meet that shit up with the trees. Know about sitting in prison, your BM don't answer the phone, so you all on your own. Tell her she love you when she gon' be dead, but she fucking a nigga as soon as you gone. I was locked up with the killers who said I was lucky cause my niggas answer the phone. When I call my niggas, I did for shit, I just wanted to see what my niggas is on. Not from the line, I'ma did it the purse, I just pop a few pills and I get in my zone. Never gon' ride my little brother June, and I don't give a fuck if that little nigga wrong. No delight to be living before to my nigga, you just gotta show it these stones. And shout out my little cousin Lee, cause he kept that shit solid, he didn't do that shit on his own. Not finna hate on nobody who came out the gutter, cause nigga, I know how I feel. Hey, when the bitch said she love me, I know she just fucking cause I done came up on the deal. Why with a mug on my face, don't talk to me, nigga, you know that I don't got no chill. I walk with that Glock on my waist, it'll open the face soon as hollers come out of the steel. All fucked up in this world, I can ride with no guidance, just how I got down with the game. So I look up to the homie, them niggas with daddy looked out when I didn't have a thing. Not finna fall no nigga, if I think that he pussy, that's how I got locked in them chains. I don't give a fuck if that little nigga home, he sick, I'ma knock at that little nigga brain.
That money get spent, they come back. That check get sentenced a couple stacks. What's in my pants, a couple racks. Yo, bitch wanna dance, you can have a back. Money calling for fans, I'm coming back. Can't even have a glance or none of that. Run up on me, you know it's not coming back. Run up on me, you know it's not coming back. Went to school with the 4-5 in my backpack. I was at the dub, turning up, take a nigga set. Don't put your pack up in my hand, let me get that. Take off with your pack, tell people you won't pay back. Hey, meet me somewhere on the west, I bet you ain't.
Yeah, man, I had to I had to kill that cause I don't know. I don't want to get my shit sparked.
Hey, let me hate it, go hate.
I know my little cousin.
Separate the real from the fake. You ain't my dog, can't eat out the same plate. Time to get these fuck niggas out the way. Hey, let me hate it, go hate. Time to separate the real from the fake. You ain't my dog, can't eat out the same plate. Time to get these fuck niggas out the way. So go on with your bitch ass, them loose ass lips. Cause when it go down, you the first to jump ship. Dick ride niggas, call your ass lip. Cause we work hard, you ain't on the same shift. You got fired of your day off and you ain't no gangster. So don't quit your day job, ball hard, play up. You better have my money or she gon' have to work it off. Put that pussy overdrive just to let her know it's mine. Hey, let me hate it, go hate. Time to separate the real from the fake. You ain't my dog, can't eat out the same plate. Time to get these fuck niggas out the way. Hey, let me hate it, go hate. Time to separate the real from the fake. You ain't my dog, can't eat out the same plate. Time to get these fuck niggas out the way.
Boy, you just like your mama. You gon' hate you a hater. I know you your daddy's son. Got the trace of a traitor. Niggas sour, I'm getting cream. I'm a baked potato. Niggas claiming that he the king. Guess he think he a Laker. Put a hole in his stomach. Turn his ass to a Vega. He grabbing his stomach. I seen his soul come out of his navel. We used to be broke. We ain't have no money for cable. We used to be brothers. So I guess I'm Cain and he Abel.
Hey, let me hate it, go hate. Time to separate the real from the fake. You ain't my dog, can't eat out the same plate. Time to get these fuck niggas out the way. Hey, let me hate it, go hate. Time to separate the real from the fake. You ain't my dog, can't eat out the same plate. Time to get these fuck niggas out the way.
free throw in this motherfucker, nigga. BHP, nigga. Taliban this bitch. Yo, Slew King. Taliban this bitch, nigga.
I rep the Western like I was talking to Congress. These niggas ain't getting it, they just some idiots, man. I mean, really incompetent. You read what you sow, it's causing effect. You gon' meet the deadliest consequence. Better catch up, ain't talking no condiments. And I'm fucked up just like the economy. And I'm one of the hardest niggas out of Charlotte. I mean it and say it with confidence. And they hollering out Cross is the best next nigga. Yes, that was obvious. Hit the slew, walk on, damn form. I just transform on them optimists. I say optimistic, had no pot to visit from the slums, Little Rock, Dalton Village. Better have attention, boy, you gotta get it. Ballin', hustling, pimpin', I was with it. They can't hear me like I'm incoherent, busy blue and Kenny with me. In the spirit, we the Slew Kings, ain't no competition. Mood rings, how these niggas switching. We can't let up, take a break or intermission. I can feel these niggas, bitches, intuition, and they only with you when it's benefiting. I was having fun, insufficient. Respect, power, money, 3 dimensions. I was taking, I wasn't thinking giving, cause they shitted on me, you can smell the chillers. Kill for the fam, every sibling. Undercover brother Eddie Griffin. Cross, crucify him, crucifixion. Sticking to the code, a new Da Vinci. For the figure for my new submission. When I get the type of niggas started quitting, a couple shots to get his bone busy. He gon' meet his Uncle Charles fucking with me. Crossroads, you don't fucking get it. Only person called me was a chicken. Put the player motion, they want me in prison. Fans try to hit me with the book. Told them crackers they was underbidden. New year money making mission. 2020 vision, plenty ammunition. Baking bitches, I was pinning pitching. Sweep a nigga if he too suspicious. They'll inject, they give you 2 conditions. I be broom spitting like I'm superstitious.
Yeah, I come with the wet like the latte. I'ma pull up for 3 like Devontae. I read 704 to my daddy. I might crash in your chick, call it Mayday. They be acting like free, don't be spitting this shit like a llama. Bet I get a payday. In my city, they sleeping on me, gotta wake them up. I give them no dose instead of Xanax. My nigga chimpanzee go A with bananas. Might knock your bitch out of her granny panties. So you can respect it if you try to check it, you wreck it. Cause I know it doing damage. Was a jit in that village on farmer. Shout out to my mama and grandmama Dot. I mean, where would I be if it wasn't for them and my daughter? So fuck out of clock. Moved the Boulevard homes and jumped out of Porsche and the offer was trying on the block. Started kicking in doors, we came for the bread and the gun with a jewelry box. Members so thought I snitch, but I'm solid as shit. Ain't no way I'ma tell on my brothers. I'm a PHP baby, she used to be great when we had that hole in the fence. If the police pull up, you know we go nuts, but we used to cut through the fence. These niggas be tripping like I need a feature, I really be better without it. In the club I be slooping like I'm about to lose it and you trying to figure me out. Bitch, I'm about to go up and you know I'm up next. It's too late to acknowledge me now. I might smoke me a nigga, no hookah. You get better for less like a booster. Blow a G-Big, I'm smoking bazooka. I'm a big dog, you niggas some poodles. Yeah, I got a big appetite, ready right. Eat them up like some oodles and noodles. Got them thinking I'm evil Knievel. Rocking out like I play for the Beatles. At the part, knock it out there, Jeter. Break it down like some fire at reefer. Keep them shells, I ain't talking to Dita. Running laps around all the computers. I just changing my floor off the meter. I'm going up like a fever. I gotta keep me a heater. Run up, I'ma shake them like Caesar.
Hey, yeah, man, listen, man. What's good? What's good, yo? Listen, man. It's been a hell of a night, man. But yeah, man, we sitting here wasting our tax dollars when we got real crimes going on, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with one more. I'm gonna leave y'all with one more banger. You feel what I'm saying? Leave y'all one more banger. And this one did to me, cause man, we got real shit that been committed. Like crimes, real crimes, right? Real crimes. And we wasting our damn tax money on this bullshit. Hold up. Damn, I ain't mean to do that. Stop saying that. Damn, Instagram. Let me see. Instagram. Where you go? Yeah, man. That shit that just pissed me off though.
You ready to let in? You go ahead. Let's see that way.
That up. 3. Yeah, man. I got one more banger though for y'all. And we gonna call it a day. Let me see.
No, go ahead.
Got one more. I'm gonna call it a day. I don't want nobody to sue me. Hold up. Let me pause this though. Cause this one right here. This one right here. If you ever lost somebody, this for you, man. We sit here watching our court system get wasted on somebody who got their damn knuckle scraped. This for anybody lost anybody. I don't care if it's the army, to the street, gun violence, wherever, or however. This is what I'm saying. You see the type of games that the damn prosecutors play. Just probably trying to be governor. That's how they do. They work their way up. They done scroll. You know how many people? We need to start looking at how many lives these motherfuckers done destroyed before we start electing them. We need to look at their background, see what's going on. Cause damn, what the Clintons did. If I would have known that, I would have never voted. Well, I wasn't old enough. I was born in '86, so I wasn't old enough. But let's watch this though. Yeah, you feel me?
I don't know where to start, so let me jump right in it. Niggas swearing that they miss you. I don't know who meant it. I can't believe that you're gone. Guess reality ain't struck yet. Don't worry about me, I'ma bounce back like a bad check. Well, he buns on crazy. He done lost his damn mind. I don't know if you know it, but it's over for my dime. I wish I had 5. I could've seen you as a grown man. They say God does things that you'll never understand. He the man of this shit, so ain't no need on fighting it. Say y'all invented the caper, now the whole city fighting it. I'm proud of you, nigga. Don't you ever think otherwise. I'm ashamed of myself. Can't even look in your mother's eye. Why couldn't it been me? I've been shot at 100 times. Not nail bullet touch me. Not even when I was trying to die. Say the good die young, and that's a motherfucking shame. Before I'm dead and gone, the whole world will know your name. You'll never be forgotten as long as I'm living. You will never be forgotten, and God is my witness. You will never be forgotten. That's on the man up above. I put that shit on you and everything else I love. You will never be forgotten as long as I'm living. You will never be forgotten, and God is my witness. You will never be forgotten. That's on the man up above. I put that shit on you and everything else I love. It's been 10 long years since we last spoke. You know a lot of shit done changed. I don't even smoke. I know that's hard to believe. Fiend not smoking reefer. And Shonda had a little girl, man. I wish you could meet her. Look all off his brain when God took you out the game. And the little ones done changed. They don't even play the same. They got a cutthroat mentality. They all for themselves. I wonder if that shit apply when you taking your last breath. Both Tim's and Kendall, well, they all got fed time. And that hurt me to my heart when they said it was dropping down. Tonyo in the street, but nobody respects him. He making babies like a rabbit, and them hoes won't check him. And these, well, she dyking, they say Red got AIDS. And the rest of these niggas hope when I touch it, I get paid. When I go home, I'ma raise your number to the sky. And if anybody wanna know, I'ma let them know why. You will never be forgotten as long as I'm living. You will never be forgotten, and God is my witness. You will never be forgotten. That's on the man up above. I put that shit on you and everything else I love. You will never be forgotten as long as I'm living. You will never be forgotten, and God is my witness. You will never be forgotten. That's on the man up above. I put that shit on you and everything else I love. To all my niggas in the pen doing life behind bars. I know when y'all was out, y'all was probably shining like stars. But with a nigga like me, you like still gon' shine. Y'all gave me hope and helped me get through my dime. Holloway, you taught me patience, how to think things through. Without that understanding, I don't know what I would do. The dog, this shit fast, he don't shit for long. T-Bone, your daughter gon' be mine until you come back home. Cream BG original, and don't forget the chili. The real B-Mo Rock 20 and my Uncle Rick from Philly. Wine loped out, squeaky, y'all my Queen City brothers. Trump, Sammy D bumpers, I love y'all motherfuckers. To my niggas with them skid bids, y'all'll be home in due time. But this one for my niggas with nothing less than a dime. Long as the world know me, it's gonna know y'all too. Don't worry about them ball stars, shine right through. You will never be forgotten as long as I'm living. You will never be forgotten, and God is my witness. You will never be forgotten. That's on the man up above. I put that shit on you and everything else I love. You will never be forgotten as long as I'm living. You will never be forgotten, and God is my witness. You will never be forgotten. That's on the man up above. I put that shit on you and everything else I love.
Hey, man. My bad, y'all. Yeah, my bad with the noise, man. But listen, 711 people in here, man. On Twitter, what's up, X? Damn, what's good? Man, that was powerful, man. Listen, man. We watching a mockery of our judicial system right here, man. And I want to leave y'all with that message right there. We got more powerful forces working out here like that, man. You feel me? We done lost too much. We worried about a person that scraped that damn hand on the ground, beating somebody up. They should do way more investigation. They should have talked to all the victims before they even brought these charges. This shit went to a grand jury just on what the hell. They need to do more investigation. Come on, bro. You ain't talked to nobody. You ain't talked to none of these. You ain't see what they side of the story was. Oh damn, we just gonna take the charge. Normally we try to hit both sides of the story. This sounds like some domestic violence, some family. They are organizations, some internal type shit. So you should have did more investigation in this type. This how you be wasting money on bond. That's how they do you. You waste money, you bond out. Then you really ain't got money for a lawyer. You don't know about a lawyer, but thank God that he had money to fight this type of shit. Just think about that shit. You see them videos. Me and my partners, we've been rapping for years, man. Just imagine, man, we fight every day, man. Listen, bro, you know that gun wasn't real. Like, bro, you been out here talking about, oh, somebody ain't pay for somebody's funeral. Why you ain't pay for it, nigga? If you such a manager, you such this, why you ain't pay for it ASAP, really? You balling, you on Instagram talking about you balling, you managing all this. You could have paid for it. And Rocky ain't do it. Why you ain't do it? You ain't had to walk around telling everybody you try to salt the water, see who's gonna ride with you. That's how the manipulation started. That's how them fuck niggas do that shit. They try to get everybody, try to see who's going with you. You know that, man. Come on, bro. They rolling with that man. They rolling with the money. You know that. Come on, bro. Cut it out. You was on some hating ass shit instead of getting your own money. You should be a crush to nobody. I don't look for them nigga do nothing for me. The fuck, nigga, tighten up, nigga. You over looking on the stand looking like a hoe, a whole lot of hoe out here. They can do whatever. They can bleep it, whatever. But this is terrible, friend, right here. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna leave you with this right here. I want you to think about your life. Anytime you got in a fight, anytime that you fell out with a motherfucker, and name one stranger, unless you were taking up for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Name one stranger that you beefing with. The way they call them frenemies, they eventually turn into enemies. I never met a stranger that wanted to kill me unless it was a white supremacist. That's a whole nother story. But I want you to think deep about that right there. Name a motherfucker that's an enemy of yours, unless you picked up and inherited to be taken up for your friends. There wasn't somebody that you knew, somebody you thought that you fucked with, and then the shit just went south. Just think about that type of shit. I want you to think about that, America. Yeah, this is Your Feel Me podcast. You know how we got them. You know how we end it. I'm gonna end it with this banger right here. I know I said I was gonna end it, but I'm gonna end it right here. I love y'all. This is Your Feel Me podcast. You feel me? Make sure you hold up. Before we do this, before I end it, before I go on out, it's 710 people over here. Y'all can turn my YouTube up. Because I want to get that YouTube up too. I want to make some money too. Because we be on here, we be thugging. Let me make a little bit of something. I ain't asking for too much. All I need you to do is go over to Your Feel Me TV on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and subscribe and ring that bell for me. I appreciate it. I don't give it's 1, 2 people. It's 710 people in here. If you fuck with me and you like the content, I'm gonna keep it coming, man. We got a free rocket too, man. He's innocent. But I want to know what y'all think about it. Put it in the chat, man. It's Your Feel Me podcast, man. Make sure y'all stay safe and evaluate your damn friends, because they always turn into enemies. I never met a stranger that was a fucking enemy to me, unless it was a white supremacist. I'm not rich enough to really see their faces, but I know they exist. But yeah, you feel me? Let's go. Thank you.
I don't need love, I need loyalty. I don't need it, I don't need it, I don't need it. I don't need love, I need loyalty. We doing my sit back, letting everybody just fuck over me. I don't need love, I need loyalty. I don't need it, I don't need it, I don't need it. I don't need love, on my ass, down to my last. Bitches leave fast, better watch the circle. Niggas count your bag, niggas want your spot. Parties fucked up, they name me for the fucking top of food with the wrist game. Spit fire, drawing symbols in the same. Leave behind shit stains. Grew up ripping grants, so I don't need love. They can get you killed by your own niggas, sad to say, but I don't need love. I need loyalty. I don't need it, I don't need it, I don't need it. I don't need love. I need loyalty. We damn, I sit back, laying everybody just fuck over me. I don't need love. I need loyalty. I don't need it, I don't need it, I don't need it. I don't need love. I need loyalty. We damn, I sit back, laying everybody just fuck over me. I don't need love. I need hard work. Put so much weight, make my damn arms hurt. Whipping dope with one hand, arm looking like Popeye. Cooking on the stove, I got one eye. See the fake love through my third eye. Head above water, hand busy saying, nigga go harder. And watch who you keep around, you know they wanna see you down. Money won't change you, just the people that's around. Watch what I say, I don't need love, I need loyalty. I don't need it, I don't need it, I don't need it. I don't need love, I need loyalty. We damn, I sit back, laying everybody just fuck over me. I don't need love, I need loyalty. I don't need it, I don't need it, I don't need it. I don't need love, I need loyalty. We damn, I sit back, laying everybody just fuck over me.
Yeah, man. I don't need love, I need loyalty. Love will get you hurt, man. I'm trying to tell you, listen, man. Just listen to the gospel. I'm trying to tell you. Listen to the gospel. No trying to die, man. Listen to the gospel. I want you to name one enemy. If you weren't taking up with somebody else that got you to a beef, you weren't part of a gang or something. But if you neutral out here in this world, you know what I'm saying? It always be somebody that you used to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. It be like that. That's what God love. Tell you what God love. You feel me? Podcast. Listen, anybody in Charlotte area, bro. March 9th is going down. It's busy day. My brother been gone 23 years. Listen, inbox me, hit me up, and let me know. I'm telling you, we got free food, fish and chicken for the kids. We do it every year. You know, we'll do a couple giveaways. It's getting sponsored by You Feel Me TV and In and Out Mechanics. Hit me up, man. You feel me? We out of here, man. Let's go.